You can follow me on my channel, The Stitchin' Witch. And yeah, the only thing new that's really going on is I've got memberships open back on my channel again. So you can join the channel as a member, get monthly benefits and cool stuff. Yeah.
All right.
Cool. I'm Teia Kennedy. Yeah, I've got a channel. It's called Teia Kennedy. I haven't posted a video since last spring, but I'm thinking about maybe getting into it again. Having a hiatus, and having some fun playing D&D while we're taking a break.
Yep. Okay, I'm Rebecca. Also, me too, having hiatus. I haven't posted for like 2 months. This is my post for the first post of the year, actually. So, woo! I have channel, and that's pretty much it. I'm playing as an elf barbarian. If you didn't watch the last one, and that's that.
Of course, I'm Chris. I run Blood, Sweat, and Steel channel, which is usually occult blacksmithing, but I haven't posted a forging video in ages. If you go back on my channel, all you're going to see is D&D videos, which is what my channel is becoming now. So and I'm okay with that because there's not a whole lot about my occult smithing that I'm particularly interested in sharing. It's just I'm more interested in D&D. Let's be honest. Right now, this is occupying my interest. So, without further ado, I'm going to go into the Mournlands. If we remember last time around, the party ventured into Zalargo, not the capital city, but the academic city of Kronberg, and they delved into the Library of Candlekeep and played around, had a little bit of fun with extra-dimensional spaces, discovered the elemental plane of books, and a few books that we needed to find out some information about the Mournlands, and that evidently the Mournlands, this is not the first time that something like the Mourning has happened. The Dead Gray Mist is not a brand new phenomenon, but it's happened at least 3 times before. And what makes this time different is it was created and caused by an artificial device, presumably invented and created by those who bear the dragon mark of making. House, I forget the house name, but there's a special house name for it. And anyway, this really wants to update. Oh, fuck you. Anyway.
The house of those one guys, whoever they are.
Yes, whoever they are. And
let's find out, shall we?
I cannot currently see.
House Cannon.
That's it. That's right. Some of us have purchased the book.
Darn straight. That's what I've been reading all morning.
Oh, no.
Oh. Yes, I also have book. Definitely. I don't have the book.
Right. You have access to it on D&D Beyond.
So. I do.
I just wanted it for the map. It's got a big map that you can tear out.
That's fair. That's fair.
I know. Mine's on my wall right next to me. So
I was like, oh, I love maps.
Yeah. So
it is a very cool map.
After their soiree into the library, they emerged to discover that there was a gnomish artificer of dubious reputation within the city of Kronberg, one named Nort the Incompetent. Thus dubbed because people thought he was crazy due to his fascination with the Mournlands and all things pertaining to it. And Nort is searching for individuals who are interested in running errands within the Mournlands. And so
I might know a group that would be interested in that.
So as soon as it loads, which it might take it a minute, there we go. And I haven't checked the feed, so I don't know if we're live yet or not. But we should be.
We are.
Okay, good. But you have arrived at Nort's Forge. So you guys should be able to move around as you see fit. Can we not? Oh, you can.
I don't know what happened. I touched something.
You must have clicked on your. Oh, you probably. I don't know.
I
The
broke
whole
it.
screen just shifted over.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you hold right click and move, you should be able to pan the screen.
Which button? Sorry.
Hold right click and
Right
scroll.
Right click. Oh, okay. Well, that is very nice.
Mine doesn't work.
Right click.
Like hold it and drag.
I'm on a laptop. I have a trackpad, so
Oh no.
Oh no.
so nothing makes it like
Oh.
I do this every time until I figure out. Okay, that's in and out. Okay, maybe I had to like not be on one of these.
No. That's going to draw a circle. You don't want that. Yeah.
It's just that it doesn't.
All right. So let's see. What can you see? I'll move your character up here. Okay. Left click on your character. And you should be able to use arrow keys to move the character around.
Okay.
I'm in. And I see a person.
We're having technical difficulties.
Doing walking.
Push W.
Oh, look at
I'm
that.
on the boat.
Okay, I have now figured out how to move the screen again. 2 fingers. It's 2 fingers.
I'm inside already.
Yep.
Oh.
I'm on a laptop too, Teia, but I don't know if you have one. I've got like a little USB mouse that I use with mine because I hate the trackpad like with a fiery, burning passion. Maybe a worthwhile like $12 investment.
It's also not letting me use the like. Oh, collides with at least one wall. I can't go over it. That's why.
Hang on. I can get you over that. There we go. DM can override. So, not the
I
word.
also cannot get over this little thing here.
You have to go to there you go. But you can also go to the left. There's a little gate. You just had to click on it to open it.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
I just
So
did
when
it.
you're at the door, if it doesn't automatically open for you, just click on the little door thing and you can go in.
Welcome
I
to the
just
first person
assumed-
D&D, folks.
I just assume you stand and stare and look at the gate until it just magically opens
I
on
know,
its
right?
own.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just kept hitting it. I'm like, maybe it'll let me go
I
this
mean,
step.
we're in a land of magic. Shouldn't that be how it works?
That's what I'm saying.
For
That
real.
sounds like good sense to me. So now we're at a person. Who's the person? Is that Nort?
That is Nort. It should be Nort.
That is a very unfortunate name.
Yeah,
Do you come up with these names, Chris?
I do.
What?
That
I
explains
had
one.
sneaking suspicion.
Let's see.
Nort.
There we go. I was like, I forget how to open it, but I figured it out.
Nort. I mean, we came up with tea kettle.
Oh, did you?
We did. That's true.
Because he whistled like a tea kettle, so we said we're gonna call him tea kettle from now on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That just seems like good sense to me.
Tea
No,
kettle,
I see.
tea
that makes
kettle
sense.
is a canned coup. They cannot speak. They can only mimic sounds. But they can mimic any sound that they hear.
And
Which-
this one could mimic whistly sounds, so we call them tea kettle.
So, Nort, whose name tag says Magerite, which is incorrect, but I can't change it, so I don't know how to change it. Is well, he's a gnome. You can see very clearly that he's a gnome, and you found him, and he has a reputation for being a nut job. A reputation he earned for being much more interested in the Mournlands than anybody really in their right mind should. And it's been said that he's been in the Mournland.
I mean, like, if he's a nut job, it sounds like we're in good company.
Very true.
Considering what our characters like to do.
It says, as you enter the forge, oh, hello, we have visitors or company or perhaps both. What can I do for you?
Hey. I forget also what are we asking him about, like the shadow, was it the Shadow Marshes? What were we asking him?
He was looking for people who wanted to go and run errands within the Mournland. So I think we could be like,
oh, we were coming up to be like, we could do that sort of thing. Okay.
For the right price.
Well, yes. Well, I mean, yeah, I've been looking for a while. So you're the first people that's ever actually walked in here that showed any interest. Everybody I ask tends to either run away or throw insults.
Sounds like
well,
little
you are
stinky
asking them to go into
babies.
the Mournlands, so
Well, fair enough. But there's important things to be found in the Mournlands. I think
you just have to be willing to take the risk.
exactly.
Can't blame anyone who's not willing to take that risk.
Well, no, not really. I've been there myself, and it's not friendly. It's not fun. And I was looking to get out with my own life intact. But that was some time ago. I was nearly 20. If you guys remember, fun with interdimensional spaces is that time is different. So it is now 10 years after you left.
Oh, we did do that, huh?
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
It's been over a decade for Nort since the day of mourning. So he says, yes, that's been quite some time ago, perhaps a decade or so, and well, I'm trying to get back to my old self, but that's not going to be possible for as long as the TND is still operating. The TND is a bit of a problem. It's what I think caused the. In fact, I know it's what caused the mourning, and it's what has conjured the Dead Mist. And I'm trying to find relics from Sire that might help in shutting it down eventually. But that's a long journey. But well, I've recovered a few items, but I haven't got nearly what I need. And if you're interested, it does pay, as well as whatever loot you find, with the exception of a few items that I need to build a device that can actually possibly disable the TND, the true naming device.
I'd say we're interested to some degree, at least. What exactly items are you looking for other than the device itself?
What I really need is a docent. A docent is a magical artifact of giant construction, or it's reverse engineered from a giant artifact. It actually powers a number of House Candace's more questionable projects. It's a docent, and he describes it, is a metal sphere roughly the size of a softball that is inlaid with multiple dragon shards.
Oh.
Is of it's sentient.
Like it talks?
It's intelligent.
Okay.
It's
interesting.
but it requires machinery to interface with in order to really get full use out of its design. Machinery could be anything from an arcane engine to a warforge. But suffice to say, warforges seek them out because they provide tactical advantages and information on the battlefield.
And you wanted to? Are you using it to like?
I need it to shut down the device that is causing the mourning. It's called
Okay.
Grey Mist, because only a docent would be able to decipher the incantations and enchantments that are on the device. If you don't have a House Kenneth Artificer, you have to have a docent. And I'm the only, and I don't know any other House Kenneth Artificers that would be willing to go into the Mournlands.
How come you're not willing to go into the Mournlands?
Well, I came from there and I've seen what's going on, and well, by myself, I'm not really capable of surviving.
So would you be coming with us or sending us on our own?
Sending you to scout it out and find the location where the device is. Now, once you've found it and have established a somewhat controlled area, if you can do so, then yes, I would be able to operate it. I worked on it a long time ago.
All right. I mean, what are we thinking?
Are you able to provide us with any sort of maps or guidance on where to go for these things?
I could certainly provide you with maps of Old Sire, but I doubt those will be very useful anymore. The topography has changed and the landscape has been altered by the Mournlands.
Yeah, no, I meant more like since you've been into the Mournlands since the morning. Like, would you be able to provide us with any sort of topographical maps of how the Mournlands are now? Not Old Sire doesn't really do much for us since it's completely changed.
Well, that's the problem. Is it's always changing.
Okay.
Constant state of flux. The way the naming device works is it is constantly changing and rechanging the names of things. Anything that it sets its sights on, which includes the terrain, and every so often it will change, and that's why the Mournlands are such problematic and so easy to get lost in, is because the landscape is constantly changing and shifting and altering itself. Where there was once a plateau, there might be a ravine, or where there was once a field, there might be a mountain or a volcano. It's impossible to tell where one is based off of the landscape because of this. In fact, in order to know where you are geographically, you could also need to be a House Thrash marked individual, which I don't know very many of those.
Well, sounds kind of fun as far as the landscape goes.
And I just tell him he moves around a lot. His clothing still has chips on him. It doesn't seem to quite fit him right. It's like it's too big, and it's very loose fitting. And I need you guys to make a perception check. DC 14. Sorry, it's DC 12 perception check.
Perception.
What does that mean?
You're rolling a D20, and you're adding your perception.
I have all my stuff set up over here. I should have been ready.
I got 14.
Okay, that's enough.
Mine is... I got 18. Or wait. No, yeah, 18.
I got 6.
Okay. So, Valeria, you didn't notice. I think everybody else did manage to just make it. As he's talking and moving around a little bit, he tends to talk with his hands, and his sleeve falls down and reveals briefly reveals what you're pretty sure is a dragon mark of making on his left forearm. I need you all to make a knowledge local roll. So D20 plus knowledge local skill or nobility.
Knowledge local.
What?
We don't have knowledge on our.
Shit.
No.
Okay, that one doesn't work. Knowledge history works.
We don't have knowledge though.
Well, history.
Oh, I see a history roll. Okay, I have.
I have that
14.
one.
Okay. Yeah,
Ooh. I have a good solid 3.
okay. That actually makes sense for your character, though. Does anybody get over 14 or 13?
I got 14.
You got 14?
I got 15.
As far as anybody knows, the Dragon Mark of Making is exclusive to House Cannith, and House Cannith is exclusively human.
Lagasp.
Nort is a gnome.
So do we call
That don't be making sense.
How did you happen to come across that?
What do you mean? And he pulls a sleeve down.
Yeah,
Hey,
that.
I got one of those too. Just points out the aberrant, like, huh?
You don't look human to me.
Well, I wasn't always a gnome.
How were you not always a gnome?
I was lead researcher on the true naming device. The true naming device does not just change landscape.
So you
Wait,
were
that's
in
pretty
the
cool.
Mournlands as it was being destroyed.
I was trying to, yes, I was building a device. I didn't know its purpose until it was too late. That's why I'm trying to stop it.
So if we stop it, you go back to human?
Probably not. If you stop it, it prevents anybody else from being changed, and it should dissipate the dead gray mist. Sire will still be a wasteland, but at least it won't have the mist.
So like
The
changes its
wasteland that could be
state.
rebuilt, that's the big difference.
What's that?
Also, is this going along with us taking the chance of also no longer being
No, I was
same?
I was right next to the device when it malfunctioned.
Okay, I see.
Question. Like walking into the dead gray mist can be deadly. So how are we supposed to just walk in there and find this device for you?
Well, you're not going to go walking in there right away. I need some reagents and some equipment so I can build you some countermeasures for the dead gray mist. I have recipes and notes that I've concocted an alchemical formula that should provide you a certain level of protection in the form of a serum, which is injected through a syringe that will buy you a couple of days of protection at a time. And if we can get more, and that should allow you to go get other components that we need for a stabilizing beacon. This beacon will counteract the effects of the mist and the TND in a limited area, allowing you some safe haven to set up a camp. So being in the mist, not only is it potentially deadly, one of the reasons why it is potentially deadly is while exposed to the dead gray mist, natural healing does not work, and magical healing is the effectiveness is reduced by half. So mechanically what that means is while you're in the mist, without that serum, you would not be able to heal naturally, meaning during a short and long rest, you can't heal unless you're using magic. And if you do use magical healing, it is only half as effective. So if you roll an 8 on a healing spell, instead of taking 8 points of healing, you would take 4 points of healing. It's rounded up, so if it's an odd number, it rounds up.
All right.
That is one of the primary problems of the Dead Grand Mist. injuries don't heal themselves. It's difficult to recover. And there are, of course, warped and changed monsters. That the mutagenic properties take longer to take hold, but they do eventually cause changes. This is where we got the Dolgons from, which used to be goblins, which are mutated into aberrations known as Dolgons. You actually fought those in the Sunless Citadel.
Yeah, they were not so fun.
No, they're much tougher than goblins.
Yeah, I didn't like them.
I also heard tell of strange trees that drop undead tree people. It's very spooky. I've heard of it, but I've never actually seen one. I don't think I want to.
Yeah, we have.
We're trying to stop it.
Well, in theory, what's changed is changed, but once the machine is stopped, it might be able to be corrected. But we need to get rid of the mist first.
But at least wouldn't create any more, right?
Correct. It wouldn't create any more, and it would nullify the risk of it spreading to the rest of Corvette.
Well, that alone is probably worth our time.
Yeah, it probably is. He proposes that he's going to basically give you what is effectively a care package. It has 6 healing potions and some extra arrows and a handful of dragon shards, which might come in useful for stuff, but he's not quite sure what exactly he knows what they're for. They tend to power magical devices, but he doesn't know what magical devices, if any, you're going to come across. And he recommends there's a device that is on the outskirts of the Mournlands. It's buried in an old fort. It was abandoned when the Mourning first happened, for fear that it would spread and take over that fort. That fort is known as where is it? Warden Keep. No, not Warden Keep. Sorry. Oh, the deep mines. The deep mines were abandoned for fear of the Mourning spreading into the mountains. Well, as it happens, the mountains are not in the Mournlands. The deep mines are still in Zalargo, but as far as anyone knows, they're abandoned, with the exception of possibly goblins, hobgoblins, etc. There's a particular mushroom that grows in there. And he gives you a description of it. And it's definitely a cave mushroom. If you're not careful, it could be. It has plenty of properties. It's one of the fun mushrooms.
Ooh.
if used raw, but with some of his other ingredients and reagents that he actually has on hand, it can be used for a sort of a serum. It provides about 3 days of protection from the dead gray mist.
Does that provide protection from like the whole healing situation as well, or is that just so we don't biggie die?
It's so that you don't just outright die in the mist, but also it can, for about 3 days, it will alleviate that problem as well.
Okay.
The after effects, however, are not fun because it does this by means of acting sort of like a cleanse. This is like the after effects at the end of the 3-day period is what he describes as what you would expect by drinking both a laxative and ipecac at the same time.
Oh, so you shit yourself like a lot.
And ipecac.
Just gets funner and funner.
Yeah. If you don't have to use it, you might not want to. He also says that for the first 12 hours within the mist, you should be okay. The mist, the exposure is it's cumulative. If you're exposed to it for more than 12 hours, then you're going to have a problem. The first 12 hours, you're probably okay. But
we're looking at spending upwards of 48 hours in there.
You are looking at spending upwards of 72 hours in there, yes.
Goody.
And if you can find other components within it, then you would be able to spend longer. He needs to build a device that would allow you to just not be exposed to the mist.
So if you take a bunch of those things at once, do you just like poop yourself and die? Like, do you just poop yourself to death?
I wouldn't want to try it.
Why does that make me want to try it more? No, bad idea.
You've never played Oregon Trail, have you, Rebecca?
No, I want to play that game, actually. I hear everyone talk about it.
Basically, you just get dysentery and die.
Yeah.
That's the only way that the Oregon Trail ends.
Yeah.
Nobody makes it out alive.
Yeah.
Your options for dying are dysentery and dysentery.
So many choices.
I know, right?
Well, I guess where should we start first on this? Because it seems like this quest might have multiple pieces
Well,
to
you
it.
can, yeah. So,
we need to go to Warden Keep, get the mushrooms, bring them back. Then he'll make the.
you need to go to the deep mines. Warden
Okay.
Keep is another possible option. Warden Keep is much closer to the Mournlands border inside of Dargoon, which is goblinoid, which is a goblinoid nation. So goblins, hobgoblins, and bugbears.
Oh my!
And run. That's their territory. You could.
Sorry, I
do that.
couldn't help it.
Warden Keep is an abandoned, supposedly destroyed keep right on the edge of the Mournlands. It's actually looks very much like the keep in this particular picture in the background here. So you can see the Mournlands from the keep.
Okay, but we're not supposed to go there. We're supposed to go to the deep mines.
Right, you're supposed to go to the deep mines.
So why are we talking about Warden Keep?
It's an alternate location where you could find those mushrooms that you need because it sits on top.
I say we just go to the mines. They're abandoned. There's less people who will see us and know what we're doing.
I also second mines. Could be fun. I just like looking for goodies.
Okay.
I'm in.
So, all right. And he does give you like provisions like food rations, and water. Although you do have an alchemy jug that can provide you with endless amount of mayonnaise.
So helpful.
Didn't you also say that magical stuff doesn't work properly in the Mournlands?
The magical stuff has a chance of being funky.
But the deep mines aren't in the Mournlands, right?
No, the deep mines.
But our alchemical jug that magically makes all those things may make us water, but maybe it might not make us fresh water.
Might be poisonous water.
Magical items do seem to function as intended in the Mournlands. It's mostly spells that are cast by some individuals.
Okay.
Sometimes a spell will have extra effects. Does anybody know what the wild magic surge table is?
I think we looked at it last time.
Yeah.
There's a particular type of sorcerer that anytime they cast a spell, there's a chance they may have to roll on the wild magic surge table. Basically, it's a collection of random effects that happen in addition to.
I would never, ever do something like that. And there's no reason that I have a D100 on me at all. Would never. To anyone.
There only happens to be a 1 in 100.
Yeah,
There
it's
only
fine.
100 possibilities that could happen on the.
Could be good. Could be fun.
Could be.
Some sorcerers
Not
and
fun.
some sorcerers and some aberrant mark magic users do have to roll on that table. But,
Yeah, just somebody. We don't know who.
I don't have magic. I don't know.
Yeah, Valeria is the only one that's totally innocent in this whole thing.
That's hilarious. That's a good one. Tell another.
While in the Moorlands, there is a chance that any spell cast by a person could result in a wild magic surge. Basically, you're rolling a d20, and if you roll a 1, you have to roll on the wild magic surge table if you're using magic that you're casting as a spell in the Moorlands.
Cool.
In the Moorlands.
So we're going to the deep mine. That's what we're
going
doing.
to deep
Sorry.
mine first.
Let's go mines. Let's go mines.
I think it's official, Chris. I think when I level up next, I need to be part bard. Don't you think?
That's
That would
entirely
be
up to you.
perfection.
If your character's stats meet the prerequisites for bard, you can do it.
What kind of instrument would you
I
go
think it
for?
would be a hilarious multi-class druid bard.
I think it'd be hilarious.
I think it'd be very unique.
And it would suddenly make things like in the Moorlands an actual ballad. You know.
So
We've entered musical.
you are getting more recent maps of Zolargo and the surrounding area. They won't be any good in the Moorlands, but you're not going there for now. And you are briefed on some of the local flora and fauna, and that some of them are more dangerous than others. So, when y'all are ready, you are still in the city of Cohenburg. I struggle with that name, but anyway, you are able to stock up on any supplies that you think you might need. However, Nort has provided you with the immediate necessities. You have 6 healing potions of healing, cure wounds. Which
Per person, right? 6 per person?
No, 2 per person.
Yeah.
6 total.
6 per person. I give you A for effort, Teia.
6 per person
Nice
for sure.
try, Rose.
Hey, it wasn't clear. I was just...
Also, I'm sorry, just 1 second. My dog's burst down my door on the other side. I'm just going to close it really quick.
He's also provided you with a 6-pack of various potions. They do the following: 1 potion of spider climb, 1 potion of invisibility,
Okay.
one potion of enlarged person, and 1 potion of reduced person.
Sorry, I swear they are never this loud until I'm recording or doing something, and then they're like, we're going to be loud.
Always.
It's all right.
Okay, that's 4 potions. You said 6. You said a pack of various potions.
1 potion of cure disease and 1 potion to remove curse.
Ooh. I like those.
I call dibs.
On what?
On which one?
All of them.
I mean,
Sorry, doesn't work like that.
honestly, no complaints. If anyone should hold all of the potions, it should be Teia.
Have you fallen and hit your head?
Always. I just think it could be fun to see if we give out responsibility and see how it works out.
We'll just be like randomly walking along, and all of a sudden I'll be like a huge giant and just be like, sorry guys, just checking it out.
I mean, you've already done that in the last game.
That's true, you did.
Yeah, very true.
I think we were going to call you Alice instead, weren't we? So your name is not Valeria anymore. It's now Alice.
So it's all right. We're all mad here.
Yep, it's true. I resemble that remark.
Is there anything else we wanted to do while we're still in town? Or are we ready to head out? It's about
I
noon.
think we already got supplies last time, didn't we?
Yeah, I think you did.
I feel like we did.
I'm going to say that you've also. I'm going to say you've also had a long rest. You're all restored on spells and hit points.
Yep.
And if we needed to, you can restock your torches, your candles, and your arrows, and your lamp oil.
Lantern.
Whatever.
Teia, don't forget a lantern.
Oh, I got it. But I don't need it. But I got it.
Casually opens her bags with like 5 lanterns all ready to go.
Totally.
I brought extras.
No, it's just a
Walking
pack
around
of
with just like you
100
never
damage.
know backpack with like everything just dangling off the outside just in case.
And but mind you, Teia's our rogue, so she could be clanking along like that and then turn and look at us and be like, I'm in the stealth division.
Literally.
And then clank on further.
She ties them in
Have
extra
torches.
silent ropes.
She doesn't
so
have
they
any
don't make
torches,
as
but
much
she's got
noise.
over 100 candles.
Yeah.
Teia, isn't your stealth like the best here as well?
Yeah.
So she's just clanking, nobody notices, nobody hears a thing.
I'm a stealthy clanker.
I mean, her stealth modifier may be the highest of all of us, but her rolls have been.
I can't say a damn thing because I also had terrible rolls last time. We'll see how today goes.
I didn't have great ones either, so I can't really talk either.
So if we're heading out, we do find ourselves north of Zelargo. Zelargo is a temperate woodland area. It's not forest, but it's certainly not fields. There's trees and there's woods. Woods, not forest. And the last sign you passed directed you this way. And it does indeed seem to be a fairly well-worn footpath.
So we're just like walking to the deep mines?
Yep. The deep mines, you've been traveling for a decent amount of time. So the deep mines are probably a couple miles away by this point.
Ooh, couple miles. These shoes are made for walking.
That's just
Anyways.
what they'll do.
Well,
Sorry.
Come on, Rahaz, keep up.
we're just leaving.
One of these days, these boots.
This
little
bridge
brave.
don't look particularly trustworthy.
It does or doesn't.
Does not. I mean, look at it. It's all weird and stuff. And
One of us has already entered the unstable, probably bridge.
I need everybody who is within arm's reach of the bridge to make a perception check.
Okay.
Sorry, mine is like taking forever to load the imagery, so I can't tell where I am yet.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So you haven't
Oh,
learned?
there we go. Okay, so I see
got
a
a
path.
15.
You did.
I
got
don't
a
see a bridge.
Just keep following the path north.
I got a 15. I'm a looking.
Oh, now I see the bridge. Okay, you guys are way down the path too, as far as I can tell. I rolled 17 plus
Ooh.
Perception plus 6. So I've got 23.
Well, that's appropriate because you're the first one that notices this particular problem. When you zoom out, you'll see why. Scroll out on your mouse.
Oh, hey.
I'm doing it. Is that an owl bear?
Can you imagine us writing that into the minds? We should be friended, but I don't have animal happiness.
So before you're able to cross the bridge, you are ambushed by a giant, hungry, I almost said alpine, owl bear.
I hate owl bears.
I thought you were going to say Alvine, and I'm like, dude. Not cool.
No,
Yeah,
I hate owl bears.
I had to stop myself and remember that this is an owl bear.
I think the owlbears are kind of cute. They're
You
just
can
little
think
angry.
that all you want. You're wrong.
That's only because it hasn't mauled you yet.
They're just upsetty spaghetti.
So
Can we like
your way across the bridge is being a little bit obstructed.
Okay.
Just a wee bit.
Just a little bit.
I could get across with Misty Step.
I could get across with jump.
Okay, so
But I don't know that I want to get there's an owl.
Or do I have to
that
hit
would
them?
bring you
So when
closer to the owl bear.
when you look at the size of your token and the size of the owlbear token, that is proportional. There's a good reason why the owlbear token is larger than you.
It's 4 times bigger than us.
It is, yeah, well, it's at least 3 times bigger than you.
He's big.
Owlbears are a weird cross between a grizzly bear and an owl. No one really knows where they came from or how they happened, but they did, and they're hungry.
Oh my god, he's hungry.
So do we have to fight it, or can we like feed it something?
All I have is a banana peel. I don't think he'll like a banana
The only thing it
peel.
wants to eat, Teia, is us.
So like we have.
Did y'all pick up any dead rats while y'all were in any of the like wherever you went?
A dead rat is not going to satiate its hunger.
Maybe I could give him a
Just
little
saying.
snack. You know, it's like
No.
So
it's like roasted peanuts for him or something. You know.
You have noticed it. It does not seem to have noticed you yet.
Oh my
Go,
god!
you run away. Find a different way across.
It's clearly eating something.
Can I make like a perception to see what he's eating?
It's a human.
Love that. I mean, he's kind of distracted. We could just try to walk by.
I can be stealthy.
Clink, 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 clink.
Lanterns. I can blind it with a lantern, and then we can all run by.
Maybe if I shine
Blinded
it bright
you with
enough.
science.
All right. I mean, again, all I have is really a banana peel. I have some doors and some windows or something for some reason. It was from the patches, the robe with patches that we got. I don't really know what those do.
Oh, the robe of use. Yeah, the robe of useful items.
Oh right, the rope of useful item.
This was like if let's see, if medieval fashion had a grunge phase, that's the robe of many patches.
Sweet.
It's looking pretty sick, to be honest. I'm looking so good with that robe.
Oh, we've also got our bag of tricks.
You do have a bag of tricks, yes.
I don't know what's in that one.
It's got little fuzzy balls that you throw, and they become an opponent that will be on your side.
Oh, I remember the fuzzy balls. The fuzzy balls are cool.
That's pretty useful.
They're basically Pokeballs, yeah.
We probably don't want them to be eaten.
No,
But we can.
I don't want to be eaten. Just putting that out there.
Also, hear me out. We could just fight it. That's also a thing. I don't know what everybody wants to do. I'm down for either fight it, befriend it, or sneak away. I like all options.
This is a monstrous creature, so this is not something that I can befriend.
No.
This is not like coming across a regular bear in the forest.
Yeah, this
Way
is
No
be
handling doesn't work
closed-minded.
on this guy. He's a monster. Not a
Way
not,
to be closed-minded about it.
this is the
You could be
creation.
friendly.
This is an abomination of magic. Is what this is.
You know what? I'm also an abomination of magic, but here we are. We can relate. We have things in common.
Maybe you just need to talk to it. Opal just needs to go talk to it and be like, hey.
Opal, who doesn't also have any kind of talking to animals or monsters or anything, that's just like, hey there, buddy, how you doing? How's your day been?
well,
Pretty
the
rough.
person who does have the handle animal skill already knows that it is feeble to try and does not want to end up as dinner. So that person is not going to do that. Just saying.
that person
so let's
you?
just take that option off the table and let's come
No,
up with
sure,
something else.
sure. I'm fine with that. I'm just throwing
Okay.
it out there. Could be fun idea.
If we're gonna fight it, we have to lure it to our side of the bridge.
No, we don't. We have ranged weapons.
To be fair, it's a rickety bridge, so if we lure him over here, he could just fall in the water. But then we have to swim across the water.
So make a
Does
knowledge
the owl
nature
bear
check,
fly?
Isca.
Pardon?
Yeah, I guess he could fly.
Druid,
maybe
make a knowledge nature check.
Wait, who? Us? All of us?
Me.
Druid.
Oh,
Uh,
maybe his wingies are
that
wet. they
was
just don't work.
13.
Yeah, you are pretty sure that an owl bear can leap across that river without the use of a bridge.
Yeah.
And this is
Yeah,
why I
pretty
said
sure.
befriend it.
And you're pretty sure it's faster than all of you. So
Yeah. Yeah, I am.
All right,
So,
all right. So what's the plan? What do we got?
I can start us off because I have sneak attack and it hasn't seen us yet, so that means I can have an
Sure.
extra first hit.
Okay.
Right, Chris?
I mean, yeah, technically you could do that.
Honestly, if we kill it, I get cool things like feathers out of it, so I'm also not opposed to that.
But the DM is saying, yeah, I guess you could do that. Like, as if it's maybe not the best first choice to, like...
It's entirely up to you. This is just a thing in your way. You don't have to fight it, but you can. I mean, you might not have to fight it. Maybe you will anyway. Doesn't matter.
we might end up having to fight it anyways, though, after we finish in the mines.
Yeah, the
Just
mines are
saying.
really kind of, you're pretty sure the mines are like at the end of this path, wherever that is.
So I feel like we're just putting off the inevitable by not just dealing with it now.
Let's do it then. Let's
Let's
go.
do it. We're gonna
I
fight
think
it.
Teia should go in for sneak attack first, just saying.
Fair
Yeah.
enough, fair enough.
We need all the
Because she did
advantages.
suggest it.
We need all the advantages we can.
And he's going for the monster manual.
Damn it.
Well, I already got that. And it's
At least
already
I'm
open
pretty-
to the page.
Pretty sure that's what he's going for anyways.
Oh no.
Ah,
His
dice!
voice.
Need both, you know.
Roll stealthy, Teia. Roll stealthy. Think stealthy thoughts.
Being stealthy thoughts.
Always thinking stealthy.
I think the fact that
am
you're having this
smart.
argument less than like 100 feet away from it. So.
Feel like I hear a lot of dice over there, and that's probably fine.
What's the worst that can happen?
I mean, honestly, it can't be worse than shitting ourselves in a couple of days, so I'm honestly not feeling that bad about this.
She's got some good perspective.
extra sneak attack damage to one creature you hit with an attack with a finesse or ranged weapon if you have an advantage on the attack roll. What's Morningstar?
It's like a kind of weapon. Like, isn't it like the chain with the
No,
mace
it's
thingy or something?
a
Or
stick with a spiked ball at the end of it.
yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Interesting.
Or I guess it's not the chain one. It's the one that's.
It's
just
not a flail weapon. It's just
It's a boppy bop.
yeah.
That doesn't explain it any better. It makes sense in my head.
I gotcha. I'm picking up.
Thank you.
Okay. Have we all decided what we want to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna sneak attack it.
Okay, you have to close within melee range or fire an arrow.
I'm gonna use my arrow because I don't want to go across that rickety bridge.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
So that's my D20, right?
It's your D20 plus your attack bonus.
All right, 15
Okay.
plus
you hit.
6 is 21.
Okay, that definitely hits. Roll your damage and add your sneak attack.
1d6 plus 4 is 5 plus 4 is... Oh, no, wait. 2. That's 2, 3, 4. That's a 2, I think. 2 plus 4 is 6.
2 plus 4 is 6. Okay. Okay, 6 damage to piss off an owlbear.
Attention.
You have succeeded in pissing off the owlbear. Roll initiative, everybody.
Holy.
I got 7.
I
I
got
got 8.
11.
Okay.
Nobody wants to fight it.
Guess not.
Opal,
Oh, I
You
went
go first.
first?
you go first, and then the owlbear.
All
And then,
right.
and then Isca, and then Teia.
I pissed it off and now I'm hiding in the back.
Yeah. There is a very loud screech from an angry owlbear
Well,
as it drops half the human from its beak.
oh, that's so lovely.
Sets its sights on a much bigger and tastier meal.
So I'm assuming that Rickety Bridge is looking real rickety, and I'm assuming I can't just jump across the water in one go.
Yeah, the owlbear is 49. It's 50 feet from you.
Okay. So mine, what was I? I think I have 30 feet, but I don't know if that works the same for jumping. Maybe?
Jump. You can right. Normally, you can jump your strength score. A number of feet equal to your strength score.
My strength.
Yeah, not your strength bonus, but your actual total score.
So 16?
You can jump 16 feet. But it does count as part of your movement.
Okay, well, even if I did the other thing, that wouldn't
You can
really
always
help me
hold
either.
action too and wait for him to come to us.
I could. I have Firebolt. I could try doing Firebolt.
Good.
We're not in the Moorlands yet, so have at her with the magic.
All right, let's try a Firebolt. I'm just gonna try and little bop him in the face with the fire.
Roll a d20. It's a ranged spell attack, so just roll a d20 to hit.
Okay, so I got a 14.
Okay. A 14 plus your spell modifier is you use Constitution for magic spells. So how
My
much?
con is +2, so that is 16.
16 does hit. Roll damage.
Right.
D10 for damage.
Let's go D10. Wherever you're at. Let's go 3 points. Got him with a solid 3 fire in the face.
We're just getting
Okay.
warmed up.
Doesn't
We're just
even.
gonna nickel and dime him to death.
At this point, the owlbear does charge, and it straight up leaps across the bridge to the person that shot it.
Oh my god, that's me.
Yeah, that's you.
Okay.
To the
Is
person
he like
that,
attacking
to the
me?
person that first shot it. So Valeria.
At me?
Yeah, you shot it with an arrow. There's an
You
arrow.
made it
sticking out of
angry,
the back.
remember?
She
There's
shot it with magic.
consequences. There's consequences to making things angry, Teia.
Okay.
He heard the jangle jangle and he just was like, hell no.
I didn't ask for no music.
Because this is an owlbear, it makes 2 attacks against Valeria.
Oh damn.
A claw attack, which hits for 16, and a bite attack, which rolled a 3 on the bite attack.
My armor class is 15.
Okay, so it hit you with the claw attack.
Okay.
Man, she can dish it, but she can't take it, can she?
Just the saddest. Okay.
Valeria takes 12 points of damage from the claw.
Ooh,
Fuck, are you?
Ouch!
We have another one.
that is so fun.
Look. I could have sworn we had 2 red eggs. Oh. Whoops.
Also, maybe this is bad time, but what were those potions that we had? Those might be really useful to know about.
I drank the invisibility potion. I drank the
Take this.
I mean, I think I have some health ones, so if anything, if needed.
Yeah.
You also have a healer in the party.
Okay, we got some healing. We're fine. That's fine.
How much did it hit me for? 12?
12 points of damage. So 29 minus 12. So you have 17 hit points left.
Now it's got me at 5. What?
Wait, what?
No, you got 17 back. 17 left. Okay.
So probably we wrap this up quick, maybe.
So it's now Isca's turn.
I'm using my mace.
Okay, go ahead.
A 2 plus 6 is not going to hit.
No, it's not going to hit. He doesn't have a stupid high armor class, but he does have higher than that.
Yep.
It is now, I believe, Opal's turn.
Me again?
No.
I thought it's Teia.
Wait, it went. Now it's Valeria's turn. Sorry.
Yeah. Pick me. All right, I am gonna roll again.
I hope so.
What is this roll for?
Hopefully
Is it a good
to
one?
hit.
11 plus 6 is 17.
Okay. 11. Yeah, it hit. So roll your damage. What weapon are you using?
My bow.
It's in your face.
What's in my face?
The owlbear. It's right there.
You can't use a ranged
You
weapon.
can't use a ranged weapon in melee
Oh,
combat.
then I'll use my short sword.
So, okay.
And then 3 plus 4 is 7.
7. Okay.
Sting.
Little stabby.
Heavy action.
It's like he's being hit with a Singer sewing machine needle.
Right? Just a little.
Owlbears are big bags of hit points. Yeah.
Yeah.
The equivalent of when you accidentally stab yourself with a needle while sewing is what he's getting right now.
Okay, so I believe it is now Opal who's going.
All right. Well, we gotta go with. I think I'm gonna go with my great axe. I think
Okay,
so.
make your attack roll.
Move that. Okay. And then I believe I'm proficient, so that's plus 2. So 5. So 20. I rolled 16 for a 21. Is that how? Am I doing that right? I think.
On your character sheet, it should have things like your proficiency bonus and everything calculated into it. So if you go to actions, you'll see all your different strikes and stuff, and you'll see the hit DC.
Actions.
So you should see by your great axe, there should be a hit thing like underneath the column that says hit/DC. That's what
so is it just the plus 3 then?
+3, yeah.
That
Okay, so then take 2 off.
should
of
have
that.
everything calculated in there properly.
So then it should be a 19.
Yeah, it's a D12 plus 3 for damage.
Yeah.
Your
Okay.
hit DC
Sorry.
is a plus 5.
That's my bad. So 19 total.
Okay, that does hit. Roll your damage.
Okay, so this one should be a D12.
It's a D12, yes.
Okay.
How come she gets a D12 and I only get a D6?
Because she's using a great axe and you're using a short sword.
So I got a 5 for my damage.
Okay.
You'll notice like your dagger, Valeria, only has like a D4.
Yeah.
So different weapons get different dice for rolling damage depending on like what type of damage they do. So arrows, I think it's like a D4, things like that.
Yeah. It's starting to look like you're making it bleed a little bit.
Yeah.
It's about time.
Go, Opal.
However, it is now the
Thanks.
owlbear's turn. And it really doesn't like Opal very much now.
Yeah, I'm kind of bullying him a little bit. But he doesn't understand I really just want to be a friend.
I just wanted to be friends.
He's going to make a claw and a bite attack against Opal.
Okay. Cool.
So the bite attack was an 18.
Okay, and
And
I'm
the
pretty
claw.
sure that's well past what I...
The claw attack was a 4.
My armor class is 14, so
Yeah.
one of them hits.
So the bite attack hit. The claw attack did not. So we'll roll our D10 for the bite attack.
Okay.
5 points of damage for Opal.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Honestly, that's not that bad. 5 points? Right?
Considering what it can do, yeah, it's not bad.
Now it's my turn, right?
Now it's your
How
turn.
do I change that on my character? Do I have to do that on
I
here?
thought after Opal was the...
Actually, after the owlbear is Opal.
Oh
So
wait, it's my turn again?
It's out
I
in
thought it
the...
was Opal, then Owlbear, then me.
Yeah, that's right. Opal, owlbear, Rahaz, and
The bear just attacked Opal, so now
Right.
it's Rahaz's turn.
Okay. 19 is what I've hit modified, so I'm guessing I can just go ahead and roll damage.
Yes, you can.
That fell. 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you're doing something. You're making it very mad.
Opal's just crying. Why? We could be friends. Casual also just hits left and right.
All right, my go.
It is.
Oh, I rolled a 1.
Oh no.
Okay. So,
Fuck.
remember last time I said that critical fumbles are a thing now?
Yeah.
He did say that.
Which weapon are you using?
I was gonna use my Morning Star and try
So-
that out, but
Cool. Your Morning Star the head comes off and splooshes into the river. It wasn't a very well made morning star, apparently, and you just you ended up swatting it with a stick.
You just police baton him. Just,
Which does nothing.
I mean, I think it's going well, all things
No
considered.
You know why you're a morning star.
I think it's going well.
Do we have chat now, or? Oh, look at that. We do.
A little bit,
Graham. James, no, owlbears are never not hungry.
Pretty much, Draven. When you hear a lot of dice getting
I
picked up,
know.
it's either going to be awesome or scary. That is very true. Owl
I mean,
bears
I'm
are
having a great
never
time.
not hungry. Never.
Not unlike my dogs, my parents' dogs.
Which is why I'm having a mental breakdown during this entire fight. But it's fine. I'll get cool souvenirs after, probably, maybe, if we survive.
Valeria has gone. It is now the owlbear's turn. And the owlbear is going to...
No, after me is
Opal.
Opal. I'm the end, and then Opal starts.
That's right. It's Opal's turn. Go ahead, Opal.
My turn. Okay, well, I'm going to hit with the Great Axe again, because I feel like I was doing pretty all right with that.
Okay.
Does that mean I don't have my morning star anymore?
That does mean you don't have your morning star anymore. The river has your morning star.
9. Okay, so I rolled a 19 plus 3, so that is 22? 21? No, wait, 20. I can do math. Hold on. 22. Got it. So I feel like that hits probably. And then I roll my
Yes, it does.
D12.
Yes, roll your D12 for damage.
Oh, cool. I did a 3.
Three.
I feel like I've been jinxed in the whole we're just kind of baby tapping it till it's dead sort of thing.
We're just loving it gently to death.
So it's going to make another claw and bite attack against Opal.
That's fine. I deserve it.
Its bite attack is a 15. Its claw attack is 11.
Okay, the 15 hits. 11 doesn't.
It does 9 points of damage with its bite attack.
Okay. So
Ooh, that looks infected.
It's fine. Feels great, to be honest.
You're not in the Mournlands yet.
I deserve this.
Luna?
Okay. So then it's
Rahaz.
Rahaz. Yeah.
It is now
Yep,
Rahaz.
my turn. We're going in with the mace again.
Okay.
And that is a 17. Does that hit?
17 does hit, yes.
Woot! And we've got 9 points of damage.
Okay.
Or,
All
hold
right.
on. 9. Pardon me. 8 points of damage. I can't add.
It's okay, I can't either. But that's still really good. 8 points is great.
Actually, James, we interrupted the owlbear while he was eating a person.
We did interrupt his meal, and honestly,
We did.
we deserve it. We deserve
I
it.
was gonna say we deserve everything we're getting right now.
Yep.
Okay, my go.
Yep.
Fuck, I rolled a 1.
No, you did not.
I hate this
Yeah,
game.
I want to make you lose another weapon, but you do manage to drop whatever weapon you're using. It's 5 feet away from you on to the right. You need to come up with a better system for mishap. But D&D doesn't do a very good job of that. So
I mean, they do have that like thing online where you can like roll a d20, and depending on what happens, what roll it is, the list it.
What happens to you?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
tells you what happens when you roll the 1. That way, the DM doesn't have to be creative. Somebody's already done that for him.
you don't have to delete any weapons, Valeria. Just remember, if you want to get your short sword, whichever weapon you are using, if you want to get it back, you have to use an action to pick it back up again.
Okay.
So you can either use another weapon or take an action to get that weapon back.
Can I just? Okay.
You can just switch weapons next time
Okay.
around.
Okay.
Drawing a weapon is a free action. It doesn't cost you anything to do that. Putting a weapon away requires a full action. That's why most people, if they switch from a bow to a sword, they just drop the damn bow and take out the sword, and then pick the bow back up later.
So then, it's my turn?
It is your turn. Wait, did Rahaz go? Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, now it is Opal's turn.
Okay. Well, assuming that I see what has happened with Valeria's several mishaps in a row, I'm definitely gonna like try and make sure I'm the eyes of attention. I'm gonna go for another great axe.
Okay.
Because that's what I can do the most damage in right now. But I assume I'm probably yelling at him like, I'm sorry, I love you, I don't want to kill you, but I have to do this. And, ooh. I rolled a 2, so it's not going well.
No, it's not a critical fumble, but it's certainly not a hit either.
Belligerent.
So it is now the owlbear's turn. And
Has the owlbear like doubled over with laughter yet?
if it had a sense of humor, it might.
I tried, ladies.
Yeah, I mean, I would say I've tried, but I don't know if I'm really putting my full effort in with these guys.
Well, because you're both directly in front of it, is going to make one claw attack at Valeria and one bite attack at Opal.
All right.
So the claw attack was a 7. The bite attack was an 8. Did that hit either of you?
No.
Okay.
My turn.
Your turn, Rahaz.
Does a 14 hit?
Yes, it does. Roll damage.
Ooh!
Round of applause.
Very
Somebody's
big.
doing
7 points of damage.
Okay. It's looking a little worn down.
Oh, I can get there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'll have something.
Oh, is it my turn?
It is your turn.
Okay. So I drop my short sword. So if I pick it up, is that my turn?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So we don't want to do that. I can't use my short bow. So that leaves me daggers. Can
It
I
does.
use daggers?
You can.
Okay. Then I guess I'm using my dagger.
Okay.
Let's go, daggers.
Okay. I rolled 13.
Let's go, daggers.
13 plus
Let's go.
19.
You hit.
Okay. Then I have to roll a d4.
A D4 plus your. Well, you don't get sneak attack this time because it's in combat.
Okay.
No, but I get d4 plus 4, right?
You get a D4 plus 4, yes.
How do I know who's at the top? Oh, there we go. Okay, so whoever's on the top of the point. So 4 plus 4 is 8.
Ooh.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay. 8 points of damage. Okay, it's not looking too hot right now, but owlbears don't run away. So
Neither do we, despite us being kind of a chaotic mess.
Despite us being the
Monty
Keystone
Python.
Cops of D&D.
The owlbear did not like that. It's going to make a full attack against Valeria. Claw and bite. Does an 18 for a claw attack and an 8 for a bite hit?
I'm 15, so the claw attack hit.
Okay, the claw attack hits.
James, you can always try assaulting it with harsh language. Kind of hard to fumble that.
So nobody's a bard, so we don't have cutting words. But
Not yet. Not yet.
Valeria takes 2 points of damage.
That's honestly not that bad out of what you could have gotten.
No, that's not.
We're still in it. Okay, my turn. Man. I mean, again, my great axe is kind of my biggie boy one when I'm up close, so we're gonna go great axe again. Belligerent, upsetty spaghetti, all over the place, sniffling, boogies going everywhere. Opal says we got a 4 plus 3, so that's 7.
To
Got
hit?
a 7, man.
That does not hit.
No.
That does not hit.
Opal, utterly useless and upset.
We're all just like bawling. That's why this is going so bad, because we don't want to kill the beautiful owlbear.
Except the druid does, because the druid finds this existence of
Rahaz,
this twisted
done with our
creature
shit.
obnoxious.
Rahaz
the
done with our
French
shit years ago.
Okay. I believe it is now Rahaz's turn. Everybody went, right?
Yeah.
The bugbear went, or the owlbear went? Yeah?
I think so. So
All right.
Did you?
Valeria went, now it's Opal went, it is now the owlbear's turn.
Yeah, it's Albert. Because I
Okay.
just cried and did nothing, so
So
that
the
was my
owlbear
round.
is still mad at Valeria, so it's going to take another full attack at Valeria.
Damn.
18 and a 7. 18 for the claw and 7 for the bite.
Claw hit.
Claw, 3 points.
How are you looking over there? What's held back?
I'm down to 12.
Okay. Not ideal, but still a
Well, I
little
rolled
bit
a
of wiggle
19.
room.
Still in the game. I'm just
Yeah.
like a little.
You rolled a
I mean, you
19.
might get to try out another class, Teia. Fine.
So
We're not
I rolled a
manifesting
19,
that.
that's modified. I rolled a 13, but it's plus 6, so I've got 19 in total. So we've got 9 points of damage.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you for
It's
taking
not, owlbear is not looking so good now.
my turn.
It is.
So I whip out my dagger again, and 13 plus 6 is 19.
Okay, that's a hit. Roll your damage.
1 plus 4 is 5.
Okay.
Woo!
The owlbear is very dead and it falls to the ground.
Woo!
Nicely done, Valeria.
Can I pick up my short sword now?
Yes, you can pick up your short sword now. And
Pick up my short sword.
If you really wanted to, you can look around in the river to see if you can find the head of your morning star, but it's probably
Can I, as Opal, I want to go up to the owlbear.
It was kind of a shitty morning star anyway.
I was gonna say I don't think I want it back.
As Opal, I want to go up to the owlbear.
Yeah, can we
and
go
kiss
search
him.
the body?
I want to kiss him gently on his little owlbear forehead, and I want to like put his eyes down and say goodnight, sweet prince. And then we'll look at the body.
A very large corpse of an owlbear is blocking the bridge, but you could get around him. You just have to climb to. And there's, I mean, it's an owlbear. It doesn't have anything on it that you would expect a grizzly
Can I have
bear
his
to have.
feathers? Can I take some feathers from him?
You could, yeah, you could harvest feathers and things, and
I want feathers. I'll
you know,
just
if
get
you
some
had
feathers.
the survival skill to do so, You could probably.
I honestly don't know what. My survival's +4, so maybe. Can I? Or like, I would have to roll first, but I'm saying like.
Whenever on Gorilla Glue would just be universal adhesive.
Wait, what was the survival for thing? Is that just to like?
That would be to see if you can, butcher the owlbear and make steak.
Oh God, I don't want to do that. I just want his feathers. I want some memorabilia. Gotta remember this fight.
It's an aberration, so I want nothing to do with its meat.
Meat.
Well, I'll just say I took a couple of feathers and call it a day for that.
Okay.
All right, I'm stepping over top of the owlbear and going across the bridge.
Okay. You do find the...
Did we have no problems with that bridge, by the way? Was it just fine?
I'm already on the other side. You can't wait.
Oh God, I'm the last one, and that does not bear well for me. We're fine. Let me just doink, 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 doink. Oh God! No, just kidding.
You do see a very dead human corpse. And he is wearing Noble's clothing.
He's wearing what?
He's wearing what?
Clothing.
No clothing?
Noble.
Oh, noble clothing. I searched the body.
You find about 100 gold coins.
Nice.
Yeah.
Money.
About half a dozen dragon shards.
Ooh, those are good.
Ooh.
You find three green and 2 yellow and 1 red one. They're roughly the size of a D20.
All right.
I like dragon shards.
They are actually worth quite a bit of money. So,
Who wants to hold them? I guess.
I will.
All right. Was there anything else on him, or is that?
There is a rather fancy-looking dagger.
Ooh.
And he does have a rapier.
Ooh. None of those are what I use.
Pretty sure the rapier might be magical. It does.
All right.
So
You're
what
better
did you
than a short
say?
sword?
That's up to the rogue in question.
I don't really know what the difference is, so.
Okay.
One's like a really kind of, if you imagine like a swordfish, like it's just a pokey for the rapier, like one of those little sword pokies, really long. And then short sword is just like an actual regular sword, but it's just like, I don't know, probably that long or something.
Cool.
So it depends on whether you want to be really pokey or you want to be slashing.
I don't know the difference.
Just different kinds of damage. But I don't know what kind of dice hit points like difference it is.
I'm looking that up right now.
How many dragon shards did you say there were? Half a dozen?
Yeah, 6 dragon shards, 3 of which are green, 2 yellow, and 1 red.
It won't let me put in the differentiating colors. Will that matter? Oh, here we go. So sorry. 1 red. What else?
2 yellow and 3 green.
That's only 5.
3 green, 2 yellows, and 1 red?
3. Okay, I thought you said 2 green. Sorry.
No. So, a short sword is a D6 piercing. A rapier is a D8 piercing. They're both finesse weapons.
I also don't know how to change my hit points on here, but I've been keeping track on piece of paper. So
Okay. That's actually fine. Comer, he did.
What you can do is you can double click on your character, and then right to the right of your picture, you'll see it says hit points. So right now mine's 33 out of 33. If you click on the left number there, you can modify it to say how many you have.
Yeah, it's just not letting me change it.
If you look at the screen we're sharing, you should be able to, on the left hand of your number, you should be able to click on it and just type in a new number.
Yeah, that's what I did. It's just not letting me do it for some reason. I don't know why.
Just type it in and hit enter, and that's what it did.
32. No. Hold on. Oh, wait. Honestly, it could just be that. There we go. My keyboard has like one set of the side of numbers doesn't want to work. That's the problem I was having. Figured it out. Okay. I was like, I feel like I must be some kind of dumb because this really isn't working for me.
Well, that's okay. When we started, I couldn't figure out how to move the screen around, so you know.
It's okay.
We've all got our moments.
I didn't know until you had that problem how to do that, so I was also there with that.
You're just staying quiet, so you weren't part of the.
Well, I'm just not going to be the first one, right? Like, I'll just observe and learn.
Yeah. All right. So are we continuing on? Where do we go? Do we go north or do we go east?
Well, you could go to the north or the east, but north, you were given pretty good directions and a map. You know that the north path will take you to the cave.
You can have whatever you want.
So
North. West.
And you do end up
falling out of the world.
you do end up at the entrance to the mines.
Okay.
So
I need a pee break before we go into the mines.
I was gonna say let's take a short break and
Alrighty.
Get some food.
yeah.
Be back in 5 to 10.
Alrighty. That sounds good to me.
I'm back.
All right.
Can't believe Teia rolled 2 1s that last battle. Did you hear me? Or can you hear me?
Yeah, I suck.
Okay, I'm glad I was heard because I was like, wait, is my mic messing up now? Truly was an amazing thing. Oh, there he goes. That's why. I was like, what happened?
Ugh. Yeah, I am.
Honestly, just masterful, but on the other side of the dice.
But that whole fight, I was like, all I was rolling was like
I know, you were so sad.
the whole thing was just pathetic.
I started rolling really bad at the end, but I'll just chalk that up to my character was just too upset to fight anymore.
The whole thing was not good.
No. At least I got some cool feathers out of it.
Who knows? Maybe they'll be like integral to the game at some point.
You never know. Maybe I can like sharpen them and use them as like little stabby darts or something.
Like offer them to some creature.
That's true. They could be useful to like trade or something.
Chris just lost internet.
Uh-oh.
Well,
Probably fine.
Or is it maybe rebooting? We don't have a DM.
I don't know. I think we should all have everyone finds 200 gold and 6 potions each.
Yeah, you can just step in as DM
and the owlbear actually revives and was not hurt at all and becomes our bestie friendy forever. And we ride him into the mines. Just like I thought we would all along.
Oh my goodness.
And they saved everyone
And we're
in the thing. Oh, okay. My reign is over. Sorry.
If the internet came back or not. So.
No, we can hear you now.
Oh, good.
Rebecca was gonna take over as DM.
Yeah. I think I did pretty good.
And all the gold and revive the bear, the owl bear, and let it rumble off peacefully.
I walked in on an amazing conversation.
Yeah, well, I had temporarily lost internet. I'm not sure if we're still streaming or not, but
Yeah,
It says
I
live.
think so.
okay, well,
I
temporarily lost internet, so.
It's streaming on my channel just fine. I have that in another window, so I think we're good.
I used to take fencing too.
Did
I
you?
always wanted
was
to.
SCA, so I did medieval fencing.
That's
It was fun.
kind of awesome.
Did you guys wear the little, like, the outfit things and stuff? Those are so cool.
I did, yeah.
So
And like when you hit something, it like scores for you. Yeah.
Oh.
I did medieval fencing, so it's a bit different. We didn't have like the same type of things, but we wore like a modern fencing
I think I've seen those before.
mask to protect our faces, but we didn't use like the little lightweight like epées and stuff. We used a much heavier dutier sword. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
We have like a medieval like
did you do
fighting.
did you do like HEMA or
no,
no?
I did medieval fencing.
Sorry. I was gonna say I've been to like some anime conventions. They have like this like medieval fighting thing set up, and they teach people how to like fake medieval fight. It's really cool. But I think they did fencing stuff too. Alrighty.
Oh, there goes Chris again.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I was like, I don't know what's happening.
Well, and the Foundry site doesn't work if he's not logged in.
Yeah, I saw that that it said reconnecting, and then it just dropped it. I was like, okay, that's fine. So, like I was saying, never mind. Never mind.
Goodness.
Never mind.
Yeah, the internet's being a real asshole. So.
And I almost got away with it.
There we go.
All right.
I threw up a link in chat if anyone wants to see what type of armor and stuff I would wear while fencing previously, as it shows both women and men fighting.
Nice.
That was many, many years ago.
I don't know if I can do that from in here and look at it. I might have to do it on my phone. Let's see, because I'm interested. I want to look.
Okay. Well, I don't know if the internet's going to shit the bed or not. So.
Not shit the bed.
Oh, it might. It's New Jersey, so you know.
It won't let me look at the fencing thing, but I will watch the playback later just to go look at it and see.
All right.
I can
Rahaz,
throw the link into the private chat too, Rebecca.
Oh,
so
that
you can
works.
try
Perfect.
clicking on it from there.
Thank you. That works so much better. Okay.
Okay. So you've made it to the cave, the mines, where these supposed mushrooms are.
Mushroom.
Mm-hmm.
Why is my dark vision not working?
Maybe I have to reboot it. Hang on.
Also, mine is not working too.
Mine is not working, but it is working. Like I can see it. It just isn't lighting it up. Because
Yeah,
I
that's the part that we need it to work.
character, I can see where it's moving, but it's not actually giving it light.
Yeah, hang on. Darkness level.
Also, those outfits are cool. I like them. It's like different from, because isn't the usual uniform just like white? Like,
yeah.
So
kind of
we
looks
would
like a
wear like
beekeeper
our we'd wear like our fencing like garb in particular, but we'd also have protective stuff. So we'd have a gorget to protect our neck.
Oh, okay.
And we would wear a modern fencing mask, which you can see, but we'd modify it with a piece on the back. Because if like a sword like flicked the back open, then the back of your head and your neck would be exposed.
It's exposed, yeah.
Yeah. So you'll notice like we had like gloves and stuff on. Guys would always wear a cup. Women were encouraged to wear a Jill.
Pretty cool. A Jill, is that for like I'm sorry, I've never heard that.
To
Groin
protect your
protection.
lady parts.
I love that. Did not know there was such a thing.
Okay. You should now be able to see with your dark vision.
Ooh, much better.
Yeah, you should be able. Yeah, you should. Yeah. All right. Cool.
I don't
Are
know.
these bioluminescent mushrooms that we're looking for by any chance?
You're not sure. You got a description that they were mushrooms, that they had quite a bit of spores. And you walked right past them.
Ah!
Is that them where the red
Nope,
square-
nope. That's bad dudes. That's bad dudes.
It doesn't seem to say anything, but it is definitely a mushroom person.
Mine doesn't look. Wait, what?
Hang on.
Yeah, I also cannot see very much.
Mine's is all just still grayscale.
Mine looks exactly the same as Teia's.
Hmm. Does anybody have a light source?
I do.
Well-
I might have a lantern. Let me see.
There's
Oh,
my
there we go.
lantern.
Oh, what are those?
That is a myconid sprout.
A what?
So, a myconid. A mushroom person.
He kind of looks like Buzz Lightyear's dad. What is his name? Is it like Zurg or something like that? Or
I don't know. I think he looks like a pig.
I could see Pig. I could see that.
Buzz Lightyear's dad.
Yeah, was it Zurg or something? What is his name?
I don't know.
Nobody saw Toy Story 2? It's
I
been
did,
a while.
but
Arg,
it's
yeah.
been a very
I thought
long
so.
time.
Damn it.
I feel
Toy
like
Story 3 I've seen much more recently because I thought that one was actually worth watching more than once.
I honestly don't remember Toy Story 3. I'm trying really hard.
That's the one with the bears.
Oh, yeah,
What?
that guy.
Yeah.
Okay, that one has a lot of iconic scenes in it, so
1 and 3 are my favorites. I thought 2 was kind of a waste of time. Which is why when they came out with 3, I was very
I like number
reluctant to see
2.
it.
I disagree with that.
That's okay. We're allowed to have different opinions.
Very fair. But also, we would not have Jessie if it weren't for number 2.
I didn't like her.
She's okay. She's kind of a vibe. The one...
Okay, can we talk to the mushroom people?
Well, it doesn't seem to have any voice. Give me a second. I'm trying to fix something here.
I really like that we're just kind of staring at it, and it's staring back at us, and we're all just kind of in a stare-off.
Okay.
It's staring into our souls.
All right. It won't let me show you a picture of the silly thing. So, this is myconid sprout. And it doesn't seem to be aggressive or hostile. But it does release a cloud of spores. So,
Which we want to collect, right?
We
well,
want the actual mushrooms.
well, anybody inside of that red zone
It just ran away out of it.
He's now covered in spores.
is now
Valeria's like, nope, not me.
covered in spores. Valeria, make me a reflex saving throw.
Okay, so what is that? A D20?
It's a D20 plus your dexterity.
Oh, good. 8.
The game has not been kind to you today.
8, but my dexterity is +6. So 14.
Okay, you barely managed to dodge out of the way of the spores.
Your dexterity is not +6. It's +4.
Modifier. But that's my saving
I
throw.
see. Okay. Never mind. Pardon me.
Yeah,
That's
she
cool.
does have a stupidly high dexterity.
I know.
Because
Yep.
I'm stealthy.
Mm-hmm.
In theory.
She does manage to dodge out of the way just in time. Everybody else is just shy of this cloud. The myconid takes another couple of steps closer. Where the hell is it? And makes another attempt.
Run away, guys. Run away.
I mean, I kind of want to see what happens. I'll be the guinea pig. I'm standing. Let's see what
Opal
happens.
Hails the spores.
I said,
Okay.
Damn it, Opal!
I need you to make a will save, Opal.
If you
A
die,
will save? I think I'll be fine. Probably. I'm a barbarian.
I need
You
to
said
make a willpower saving throw.
Willpower saving.
A wisdom saving throw. So it's a D20 plus your will modifier. Your wisdom modifier.
Wisdom modifier.
Okay, so my wisdom saving throw is plus 0. So I just roll a d20, right?
Yep, just roll straight up D20.
Let's go 5. Do I add anything to that or no?
No, you don't.
Okay.
Opal, you're high as fuck.
Oh, it's so good.
And you can definitely hear a voice in your head.
Right.
Asking, who are you?
Who am I? Wait, what?
Who are you?
Who am I?
Who are you?
It's a good question. There's so many answers. I could ponder about it for a really long time. So I'm just completely out of my mind. I have no idea where I'm at, what's going on.
Who are you?
I mean,
who is anyone?
who am I? Who is anyone, really?
So
Who is anyone?
The trippy effect only lasts for a few seconds, and then you realize, oh, actually, you're actually communicating with this mushroom person thing.
Oh, wig. Okay. What's up?
And
That's pretty neat trick, bro.
It's the only way we can communicate.
Is there spores?
Who are you and what are you here for? There are spores in the air, yes, but you.
Oh, okay. So we're kind of looking for like this mushroom thing. I would describe whatever it looks like. If you got any of those, if you could spare, it would be really, really cool, really fun. If not, big understandee.
We which mushrooms are you talking about?
The kind to make the potion.
I don't remember if you described them to us or not, but I would describe whatever mushrooms that we needed for this potion. But what I don't know if I would give away that we're like making it for the potion yet.
Yeah, maybe.
I would just describe the kind of mushroom.
The only mushrooms here are us.
Oh.
Are you looking for us?
Well, that changes things, doesn't it?
I have an icky feeling in my tummy now.
Would you
The kind of feeling that Opal had about killing an owl bear?
give me just a like just a moment. Just a moment. Let me just Guys, the mushrooms are people. They're people and we need to kill them. They want us to kill the people mushroom.
Can they like just trim some? Like, you know how you trim your hair, you trim your fingernails? Like,
Guys, I'm still a little loopy. I'm freaking out right now. Not having a good time. They're people.
having a good time.
Well,
Just
I
one
guess
more,
that's
just
the
a
circle
moment.
of life.
I'm freaking out.
Either be eaten, right?
Oh, you just kind of really want to kill everybody.
No, I really don't.
But
I'm a druid.
he
Life
seems-
is sacred.
He
but
seems nice. Like, okay, sure, for a second I was like, who am I? Why am I here? But after that, cool hat trick. We can talk in each other's head or something. Pretty fun. Having a great time. I kind of don't want to... Like, I like killing things, right? Don't know if I want to kill this guy.
Did he tell you that we have to kill him to get it? He just said that he was the mushroom, but he didn't actually say we have
He
to...
said that they're the only mushrooms here, which gives me the vibe of maybe... I feel like we didn't get the whole story of what we had to do to get mushrooms, and I kind of feel like it's a little bit mean.
Yeah. Well, like, literally, like, maybe he can trim some off. Slough
Do you want to ask him?
it's either that or we go into the Mournlands with no protection.
Okay, I mean, do you want to... If you walk up to him, Sounds weird. I know. You get really high for a minute, but after that, pretty smooth sailing. It's pretty fine.
I'll just stand here and wait. Dust me, dude.
That dust me.
Okay. So the cloud is still there. So
Okay.
you're disoriented for a moment, a couple of seconds,
I inhale the spores.
and then you're able to communicate. Anybody that chooses to stand inside the cloud can do so.
I mean, I guess I'll go back over just to continue the
I'm
conversation.
like, hello, my kid Sprout.
So
Can you hear me?
Is that disrespectful? What if his name's just like Joe or something? What's your name?
Who are you?
what is the name?
I
What are
am
your pronouns?
Oh my god, that is such a good question.
Opal is still high as a kite.
I know, like really just jumped right back into the happy circus. No thoughts.
So we need some mushroom, but you're the only mushroom here. Is there a way to get mushroom from you without harming you?
It says, well, you just did.
I harmed you?
No, without harming me.
I just got
Spores.
mushrooms from you without harming you?
Spores.
You got me spores? Can I plant the spores?
Does anybody have a net?
I'm so confused.
And Opal, I'm imagining still very high out of her mind, is just kind of imagining, like showing you what a butterfly net would be like. It's just like,
Do we have an empty
butterfly
jar
net?
So,
so I can collect the spores?
what are you going to give us?
Oh. I could give you a name.
If we're going to give you spores, what are you going to give us?
Do you want a name?
No, I don't need a name.
Do you
know,
want a
What do they eat?
dragon shard? Rahaz has a whole bunch of dragon shards.
What do they eat?
What do you eat?
What the same thing every mushroom eats.
Crap? We can leave you some.
How about the dead body from outside of the mines? They can use it for food. They
Ooh,
That's kind of
you
a
want
vibe.
a dead body
death
from
and
outside the
dying
mine?
on decay.
It's fairly
Fertilizer.
fresh.
Fertilizer would be acceptable, yes.
Fairly fresh.
It's human fertilizer, pretty nice. I mean, it's like half
There's
the
also a
one,
dead
but we could
owl
probably,
there.
we do have, well, I don't know if we could really carry that in.
Ooh, another one. Hello.
Oh, Grandpa's here.
Do we get hit with a second dose of highness? How does this work?
He can
Who are all these guys?
he can actually definitely hear you.
Who can hear me?
If you can bring us fertilizer, we can provide you with the spores that you seek.
Sounds like a deal to me.
I think I know what you're talking about. You wish to enter the Mournlands, do you not?
What?
Yeah,
You got me. You're smart.
It's the only thing that makes sense. It's the reason why we're able to traverse the mist without being affected.
Yeah.
It doesn't exactly work the same. You will have to do some work to them, but I think I know what you're talking about.
So, have you ever been into the morning glam things?
Fairly often, yes. It's not a place you really want to go, but our kind doesn't really.
Would you
Nothing-
happen to know where, like,
Nothing wants to eat us.
a machine sort of type thing that may have
We don't venture
caused-
that. We don't venture that far into the Mournlands. Only a dozen miles or so.
That's fine. It was worth a shot.
Do you use the mycelium network?
Actually, yes.
Did you ever watch Star
I
Trek?
didn't know about that.
No, I did
I
not.
needed to make an intelligence check to see if you would know about that.
I did not watch Star Trek
I heard you can do really cool things with the mycelium network in outer space.
in outer space. It's obviously all connected.
You can travel
He
it.
was sitting outside my window meowing, or not my window, my door to come in. It was cute.
Aw.
Oh.
Okay, somebody has to go get the body and bring it back so that they'll give us spores.
I'll do it.
Yeah, I was gonna say barbarian. Sounds
Which
like a
body
job
are
for a
you-
strong person.
That's going to take you roughly an hour to go to do. Like, it wasn't very far away.
All right. Well, I mean, I don't.
Which body are you bringing back?
Well, I'm not sure I could really get the owlbear on my own. I gotta be honest.
Not the owl bear, the human.
You might need some help with the owlbear.
No, I know. That's why I was saying I'm pretty sure I can't do the owlbear like by myself. As much as I would love to say I'm biggie, strong, super cool, super fun. Don't think I could get that one on my own.
Just
So
get
we're
the
gonna
human.
say the human.
Okay.
I don't think I could travel back out there, but we'll just say for the sake of this that I have traveled out over there. Doink, 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 doink. So if it's an hour's time, what are you guys doing? Just chatting with them? Like,
Surfing the mycelium network, man.
I don't think that's a thing. So,
Damn it! I'm really trying here.
so the myconids, you discovered a small grove of myconids.
Cool.
And they're a little suspicious. They don't really like outsiders, but you did kind of, blunder into their home. And they're not particularly violent. They usually use their spores to scare people away. But they'll explain that, yeah, I think we know what to do. Why do you want to go into the Mournlands?
Well, we want to prevent it from spreading to other lands and corrupting everything.
Yeah, and then like leave it open. So that will be
I can see why that would be. How do you intend to do that?
That's like all the foundation.
Well,
Like turning off the true name.
without boring you with all the details, there's some sort of magical device that is the source of the morning. And if we can get the right pieces of equipment to the right people, we may be able to disable it.
That would be helpful. Old Sire was where we used to call it home, the underground network of Old Sire. Sadly, the beasts of the Mournlands became much more savage after it became the Mournlands. If you could do that, we would be able to reclaim our old caverns.
Would you like us to take some of your spores to deposit into the caverns?
Well, they would probably not do so well, unless you can get unless you can fix the dead gray mist. Our Mournland counterparts are not nearly so peaceful as we.
Good to know.
We just like to hang out and chill. We're really just fun guys.
Ba-dum-bum.
tomato, tomato, tomato.
Our Mournland counterparts really just not so much. They're a bit moldy.
Boo, tomato, tomato, tomato.
But our small grove here is the best that we could do since being ousted from our home. If you can return if you can remove the mist, if you can return Sire to the way it was, that would be good for us. Probably good for a lot of people.
We will do our best.
All right.
Would I be returning at this point? Is that an hour?
You would be back by about this point.
All right.
Lugging a dead body over your shoulder.
Oh yeah, I'd be probably skipping somewhat energetically. I imagine the bloody, gory mess over my shoulder and then just plop it down on the ground. Probably spritz and hits everybody else a little bit with a little bit of flesh.
Yeah,
like,
you
I
brought,
know.
you actually brought back like about half of a body.
Yeah, definitely not the full one.
No, because that was eaten.
Yeah.
It says, "Oh, this
And
will."
hey, lighter. So that's good.
They explained that will probably last them for a little while, but not a couple of days. They're not
There is
really.
a dead bugbear out there that you would be more than welcome to go after for more fertilizer. Not bugbear, owlbear.
We would need. Yeah, we would need. We would need to wait till nighttime, but we can. If that's still there when we go out there, we can retrieve it once the sun has gone down. We don't really do well in sunlight.
If you could just be real gentle, real kind with him, he's a dear friend.
Why did you kill him?
It was really complicated. I don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it.
I mean, it did try to kill her. So
he was just misunderstood, okay? Like,
okay, well, he asked if you have any containers.
I do.
You do?
I do.
Okay, may I see one?
Hand over an empty glass vial with a cork.
Okay, that's not good. All right, I can give you more than this will hold if you have any more containers.
I have a sack. Does a sack work? Or my entire backpack?
I could take one of those healing potions and use that bottle.
Oh, that would work.
Probably need it anyway.
Yeah. That wouldn't be a bad idea.
You probably need it anyway.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I need it.
Okay.
Glug, glug, glug.
All right. So between the now 3 bottles.
How much more health does it give me when I drink the potion?
Roll a d8. And you get that much back.
A D8?
Mm-hmm.
5.
Looks like 2 little pyramids stacked on top of each other.
Yeah.
You got 5. You got 5 points of 5 points of healing back.
Okay. And a bottle. So there you go. We'll fill that bottle too.
All right. The Myconid vomits into all the bottles.
I had a sack. So mine is a lot more messier because I don't have a bottle. I just have an empty sack. So it's just a bag of throw up.
It's like a barf.
Magic barf.
Yeah.
Magic mushroom barf.
Magic barf.
Make me a search check.
A search?
Investigation. See if you can check your inventory to see if you find a bucket.
Okay.
If you roll above a 16, you find a bucket somewhere in your junk.
You said investigation, right?
Yeah.
I got a 15.
You don't have a bucket, so you have
I do not.
You have a sack full of whatever that is.
Well, I would just wrap that up, kind of pat it delightfully.
It
Storage.
splashes. Yeah.
Good.
It's
Just how I want it.
A very wet bag.
That's fine. Adds character.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's something, all right.
And where are you storing the bag?
Oh, in my backpack with everything,
Oh, great.
obviously.
All of your gear, all of your equipment is now covered. And have you ever been to a mushroom farm?
No.
Have any of you ever been to a mushroom farm?
Yeah.
I have.
Guess what your backpack smells like now?
Like death and decay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I mean, that's just a normal day in a barbarian's life, so we're fine.
I mean, she's not wrong.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Well, it is getting somewhat dark out. It's about 5 p.m. or so. it was a little bit of a hike. It was a little bit of a hike to get there. It took you about a day to get to where you're at. You are permitted to camp near the entrance, but they don't want you to go any further into the caverns.
That's fair.
Fair enough.
If you wanted to shelter in the cave for the night.
That sounds like a good idea. Take a
Okay.
long rest. You could recover the rest of your strength, Valeria. Right over here by the fork looks good. Back a little bit from the cave entrance.
Over here. In that spot specific.
I don't know. I'm just guessing this looks like a good spot. We're not right by the entrance. We're not right over in there with them. Do the spores give us lucid dreams tonight?
No, they pretty much wear off as soon as you exit the cloud.
Oh, lame. I thought we were going to have some sort of spiritual experience while on mushrooms.
I already had several spiritual experiences. I don't know what you're talking about. I had a great
Probably when
time.
you kissed that dead owl bear.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
That too.
It definitely
Necrophiliac.
added.
Necrophiliac.
He's my friend. We were besties until I had to kill him. But other than that, I think he'll forgive me. Probably.
I think he's too dead to know or care.
Yeah.
Well,
Whatever helps you sleep at night there, Opal. It's fine.
listen, if I've learned anything from Pokemon, it's that you can save anything that's dead with tears. You just cry on it, and then it brings it back to life, and it's fine.
Okay.
This one's just, it might take a while. It's like, working it through the system.
So you do manage to get a long rest. Nothing, and the night goes by uneventfully. And the next morning, you can see the daylight coming through the cave entrance.
So we would regain all of our stuff or whatever.
You have all your hit points back. You have all your spell slots back, but nobody used any. And
Yeah. He used Firebolt.
No,
well,
I had.
cantrip,
That's a cantrip.
Oh, okay.
so it's at will.
Sweet.
All good.
All right. Are we ready to rock and roll back to where we need to go?
Yep, you would, and you do know where you would need to go. You need to bring what you've got back to Nort's Forge, so that he can do what he do with it.
Let's go Nort.
So the clearing is we're gonna skip the clearing. So and
My dude.
Nort, when you get back, he does ask you, did you find the mushrooms?
Oh,
Yes.
didn't we?
Oh,
All the mushrooms.
all the
You
mushrooms.
kind of failed
So
to let
many.
us know that they were living creatures.
Oh, well, that I did not know. They're what now?
Mm-hmm.
I had
Living
a whole.
creatures.
I was figuring out what my name was. Forgot it for a while. It was great. They vomited. Super fun. Love
Yeah,
it.
well, they do have psychotropic properties when they're not properly treated, but they're not supposed to be like.
Who would want to treat that?
Okay, well, you're not supposed to eat them.
I didn't
Too
eat.
late.
Well, how about breathing? Because I did a lot of breathing in.
Yeah, that actually explains everything. You're not supposed to eat them.
We didn't eat them.
We inhaled them.
Deeply
Well, I
inhaled.
mean, that's about the same thing. Look,
You know how they tell you you're supposed to waft it? Oh, not at all. I just said right into my system.
okay. So that's what we call a trip, and those there were no mushroom people. They were just very very potent psychedelic mushrooms. But we need them
No.
for.
I
No,
think I would know if there were mushroom people or not.
They are people.
Do you want to see my bag of vomit?
They can move. And we saw that before we got high.
I was high the full time, so I guess I'm not the one to talk to about this.
Okay. Roll a
He
persuasion.
doesn't believe us.
No, he doesn't. You need to make a persuasion check.
Let's see. 12.
I rolled a 17.
He does.
I got a 6.
He might believe Valeria.
I'm
I'll dig
out
you
of
two out of this, don't worry.
believability.
So you didn't inhale the spores at all? You held your breath before you went to the cave, he says?
Yep.
Before you went into the cave?
Legit, man, I did.
All right.
I breathed it in as soon as we entered.
I'm going to have to make a note of this because this is new information. So he does make a note. You can see him open up a journal. He makes a note. Says, okay, well, do you have any samples of the mushroom spores?
We
Bag
did.
of vomit.
We got more than samples.
You want to touch it?
No. I want-
You're lost, buddy.
We got you more than samples, dude. We got you a supply.
I suppose you did. Hang on. Let me go get my respirator.
Respirator, this guy.
It's a cloth. It's a mask. Look, I know. I know Breland has an issue with wearing masks, but you know.
Oh,
What's up?
Anyway, he comes back and he's wearing like a cloth face mask, and he takes the spores and puts them in like a sealed metal or a sealed glass container. Says, all right, it's going to take me a day or two to make a couple of doses for each of you. Remember, you don't have to use it unless you've been exposed to the degraded mist for about 12 hours or so. If you don't have to use it, you may not want to. If you can get done what you're doing in 12 hours, you might be better off, or at least more comfortable. You have roughly like 2 days of downtime. And you can, but that's, that was, if you hadn't have taken a long rest, you would be able to get one now.
Is there a library in the area that we could do some more research on the Mournlands at?
Yes, there's a library of Cranberg, and you're still in that same city. And they have a much more conventional library with access to information too.
I think I'll go to the conventional library. I didn't like that directory book thing. That was weird.
I'm going to the pub to pick up chicks.
You mean you don't like the idea of turning into a cat randomly, or cat-sized human, or whatever?
Yeah, I don't want to go to portals to other dimensions again. Not at the moment. We're already about to go into
It's
a bad one of those.
Not your cup full of piss.
Don't wreck tea for me.
I didn't do it. Swears these.
I'm gonna go get something to drink, so let's take a short break here. I'm just gonna go grab something to drink.
Break time, break time.
So, what's new, peeps?
Not a lot, to be honest. I'm pretty much exactly where I was when we left off a month ago.
Just like 2024 seem underwhelming. Like every year I like have a word and I set my goals and I have like all this like flurry at the beginning of the new year and I'm just like can't be chuffed to do it. Like
I had a real reluctance to do that too, but that was also because a couple weeks before Christmas, I knew I was losing my job. And so,
Oh, damn.
yeah, so I got laid off from my job at the eco store at the end of the year. So I'm working at a secondhand bookstore 2 to 3 days a week. But I'm also doing some after school care now for a couple kiddos at my daughter's school. So I have enough to keep me going now. But yeah, it's just like at the beginning, I didn't know what was going to be happening. So I had a really hard time to like sit down and pick words of the years and stuff. 2023 was just shit. It was just shit for me.
Yeah, I hear you. Mine was bad too.
Yeah, and I just feel like, I don't know, like, oh, great, another year. Like, ugh.
I feel like this year for me might be a little bit better, but I'm just kind of like writing it out and seeing. Like, I don't feel like I've said a word of the year for myself in a little bit, to be honest.
I said a word of the year. Mine's resilient, to remind me that if I could get
That's
through all
pretty
that crap last year and keep going, then I can still do it.
I've done it like every year for like 15 years. And just this year, I'm just like, I can't be bothered with that.
That's
Well-
fair too.
Like, I'm just like, yep, kind of like that. Yep, we'll just wait and see. We'll just wait and see how this year goes. Like, I'm just.
Maybe
I'm
that
not
is
setting any
your word of the
expectations.
year. Maybe wait and see is what your word of the year is. Maybe it's sort of a holding year where you have to just kind of like see what's happening before you know what the next direction is.
No.
I didn't pick a word of the year either because
No.
I just didn't.
No, and I always like it's usually I have this burst of energy at the beginning of a new year. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, it's exciting, it's a new year, and yes,
Yep.
let's just like grab life by the balls and just jump in with 2 feet. And this year, I'm just like, meh, we'll see.
I just couldn't wait to like do a release ritual. So I took some paper and we had a wooden shoe rack thing from IKEA that broke and was not repairable. So I chopped it up basically into firewood and I took it down to the river and I made a fire and I burned words and references to 2023 and released it to
That's cool.
be like,
That's really
put this year behind me.
I saw that video. That was. I think we're all feeling that a little bit.
Yeah.
I haven't even watched a video on YouTube since like July.
I almost exclusively watch YouTube content these days. I almost
Same.
never watch TV on an actual like streaming service anymore.
No.
Well, I'm also watching like I watch YouTube, but I watch a lot of like video game related stuff. And then when I'm not doing that, I'm watching like Housewives or RuPaul's Drag Race or something like that. Like I'm just trying to get fully in depth with all of that.
Yeah. I haven't stayed up to date with Drag Race in a while now. I'm not liking a lot of the drama going on behind the scenes, and I feel like they're just the stuff that they're putting all the queens through every season. It's like, okay, now you're just making them get even more in the hole.
Yeah,
money-wise
it's very
for their
drama.
costumes before they even get there, and like, yeah,
I'm up to season 8, I think now. So I'm really late to everything.
Yeah, you got a ways to go.
Yeah,
for sure.
But I'm enjoying it. So I mean, like, to the extent that I guess you can enjoy RuPaul's Drag Race, because I feel like there's just a lot. It's just RuPaul for me. Like RuPaul is so like, hey, it's all about me all the time, everyone.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, we get it, girl. Anyways.
Yeah. I mean, the show does have his name on it, but still.
Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. No, I'm with you on that. I'm kind of over some of that now. Do I still like totally respect the queens and what they're doing? Absolutely. Yeah. But now I'm more about supporting my local drag stuff than the big franchise things. So
I want to get more into that because I know there are some like drag queens here because I live in San Antonio. So like I'm pretty sure downtown there are quite a few. That,
yeah,
like,
you'll definitely have that. Like even a lot of ones from Drag Race are from like San Antonio and
like
all sorts
Austin
of
area. Yeah,
Austin's good too. Yeah,
so you're in that one little blue dot in what is otherwise an entirely red state.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
I find with a lot of that like reality TV stuff, the first few years of it are really good. And then after that, it's like everybody's just coming on the show because they want to be famous. And then it starts to get all the drama. And then it starts to get like people aren't really there to participate in what the show was about. It just becomes about people wanting to be famous. And then you kind of, I don't know, I find you tend to lose the
genuine meaning.
I don't watch television show programs anyway. Like ever since they did the Jersey Shore crap, I'm like that. Well, first of all,
oh my god, I started watching Jersey Shore too for the first time.
Never seen it.
It's wild to say the least.
Any of that stuff is just so not for me. Oh, hey, we got another watcher, Lady Blind Wolf. Hello.
Hi.
We should probably stop talking about regular life stuff and actually get back into the D&D part, hey?
Yeah.
Get back to being high on mushrooms. Yay!
Woohoo! Get back to not remembering our name.
That was just you.
I had a great time.
That wasn't even an effect of the spores. That was just Opal being Opal.
Right, literally. But really, who am I? Like, at the core.
Having a philosophical debate with a mushroom person that may or may not be a figment of their very high imagination.
No,
and
they were
somehow
real.
Opal's okay with that. But also, what is real even? Since we're going on this this journey and thought,
Right, here we go.
you know.
We have our potion now.
I think we were.
Time has passed. You were each given 2 syringes. It's filled with this weird, sort of viscous gray liquid. Doesn't look pleasant. And the needle is a much larger gauge than you might really want. But you were told that this is a serum that will prevent you from having to deal with the negative effects of the Borderlands for about 72 hours. At the end of that period, you're going to want to find a latrine.
I don't want to what?
A latrine.
The toilets, the commodes.
I'll shit in a hole. I'm not afraid.
Yeah, there will definitely be finding of a latrine or a really deep hole in the ground to go bury myself in for a few hours while the effects.
But also,
you know.
I think my constitution might be pretty good, so maybe I'll be fine.
It does involve a constitution check. See if it's just really sore stomach. There will
That
be
will also require the roll of a dice.
yes.
Yeah.
And let's remember that our rolls have not always been spectacular.
Well, I mean,
It may be-
even better chance to roll better, right?
It may be a better or worse experience depending on how the dice treat you.
Yeah.
It could be good.
With the role play, we just get to kind of like say happened and then move on.
So.
I wouldn't want to LARP this thing.
Oh no! This is not a LARPable game.
You just like have the like what is it, like the Dollar Tree store fake dog poo? Just like
Ew.
those are so nasty looking. A little bit of LARP.
All right, moving on.
Yeah. Anyway, God, always poo.
Not my fault. You're the one that brought up shitting syringes. I don't know.
Anyway, the trek, he does give you an indication of where to look. Something called the Glass Plateau, or the Bone Plains. Now, the Glass Plateau is beyond the Bone Plains. So, but you would be going back in the same general direction, which means you would be passing by that same clearing and the same cave. And or you could go by lightning rail into the northeast border of Breland, which would take you to the city of Vathelrond, which is basically the last city, the last civilized settlement before the Breelish crossing into the Moorlands.
Yeah.
Or you could go south and east under and around the mountain chain that divides Zalargo from Dargoon, and try a trek through Dargoon, through the nation of Dargoon into the Moorlands. But you will be cutting right across Goblin territory.
So many
We need to
options.
hit the you said we need to hit the glass plane, right?
The Glass Plateau, yes.
Glass plateau. Hold on, I'm just trying to find my section of my book here.
The bone place, is that the field of runes?
Yes.
Yeah, that place. That one we want to avoid at
The
all
field-
costs.
The Field of Ruins is the Bone Plains, yes.
Oh, ruins. I thought you said runes. I was like, oh, that sounds.
Yeah,
I-
no,
I
we
see
do not want to
ruins.
be anywhere near that.
But we kind of have to go across that to get to the glass plateau.
No, we
I guess
don't.
we
We
can
can
go-
go up and above.
Yeah. What was the name of the town we were supposed to go in on?
Well, there's an option to go to take the lightning rail to Vathelrond, which is the last stop before the Moorlands border. in
That's
Greece.
way north, though.
That is way north, yes. The Glass Plateau is, kind of the other side of the mountains.
I need to mark where the map is in this book.
Page 104.
Thank you. I had to put a washi tape thing on it.
Yeah, I made little markers in mine.
What about Eston? There's a road that goes very near there. Oh, but that's too far north.
Yeah, because we need to be way south. Like,
What about the town of Gorgonborn?
Gorgonhorn?
That is in Dargoon.
Mm-hmm.
But can we get there on the rail?
No, there's not even a road that goes to Gorgonhorn.
No, what about Kenrun? Is that right? These are very tiny letters, and I am very nearsighted.
Yeah, Kenrun is on the border between. It's a border town between Dargoon and Breland.
I think we should go to Kenrun because from there's a road that leads right into the Moorland and quite near the Glass Plateau without being at the Field of Ruins.
Yep. So
That's my suggestion.
okay, which means you could take the lightning rail up to Sterngate, and from there take the mountain road up to New Sire and then to Kenrun. I've just got my map taped to the wall, so.
Yeah, I have the big one, but I have no place to put it right now.
But yeah, if
So
we
I'm-
follow that road that goes through Kenrun, it'll just take us right. It should take us right to the northern end of the Glass Plateau.
Yes, it would.
So
The
let's
northernmost corner. And you could then start your search within the Glass Plateau from there.
yeah.
All right.
And that's the best idea we got so far.
Yeah.
Right.
Seems good.
Alrighty. Well,
All right. Spots have been marked.
Yes, and that gives me an idea of what to prepare for next time. But I didn't know which route you guys would have taken, because you could also have chosen to just, you know, get a sea sailing vessel and sail around Dargoon and go straight into the Mournlands. But no ship's captain is going to go into the mist, so you'd be taking a rowboat directly into the Mournlands.
That doesn't sound like a wise idea.
Nope. But
Does sound like a fun one, though.
these are all options you could have made. You didn't know which route you would go.
Maybe just make it go over to the rock.
I'm thinking we could do that lightning rail to that city you were talking about, and then, like you said, travel to Kenrun from there.
Yeah, it would basically be the next 2 stops north of you, and then you'd be hoofing it along the road that goes north along the Zalargo side of the mountains.
Yeah.
Alrighty, and Zalargo, the southern part of Zalargo is mostly all like sparse forest. But as you get up in towards Breland, it does turn into, you know, a little more of a Badlands area.
Badlands are cool.
They got hoodoos.
I love the hoodoos.
Keep playing. I don't want to keep building.
I've been to them
Yeah,
twice.
you'll have to build the top up.
Ooh.
Who is talking? Somebody's got like a radio in the background or something.
It might be on my side. My boyfriend's also playing games in the background.
Oh,
He said sorry.
it's all good, dude.
I didn't know it was
What game
picking
is
him
he
up.
playing?
It's just a good mic.
What game is he playing?
What game are you playing, babe?
Power World.
Pal World? He's playing Pal World.
Cool.
It's like I think it's newer. It just had an early release date or something.
Okay, I've never heard of it.
It's like Pokemon with guns, I guess.
Pokemon.
Hello, Tyler. We got new people in chat.
Oh, yeah, I still had it on the private chat, so I wasn't seeing anything, and I just assumed everyone was like not here. Hi. This is just like one singular tree in the middle of the desert.
That's a cacti.
Oh, well, you know what? That tracks. That makes a lot of sense all of a sudden.
Yeah. So,
Dunes.
so it is arid and hot, but not dangerously so yet. You do have plenty of water and rations with you.
And an alchemical jug.
And an alchemical
Oh,
jug.
boy.
So plenty of mayonnaise.
Ew.
Could be useful.
Peanut butter, maybe. Mayo, no.
You're not a fan of mayo? Is this
Not
like
in
this,
that kind of
this
quantity.
like whipped mayo, or is this like just the regular stinky sad mayo?
You don't know yet. You haven't found out.
That's a plot point to discover later.
So, at a certain point along your trek, I need everybody to make perception checks.
$14.
14. Okay.
I have an 8.
An 8.
I got 1920.
Woohoo!
Okay. So, you all definitely do notice the shifter and his friend you're able to spot these guys just before they spot you.
Are they like people we're supposed to talk to, or are they like bad dudes?
You don't know, you just see them. And you do see them before they see you. They're kind of walking with their eyes to the ground. They're headed sort of in the same direction that you are. Kinda.
Should I shout at them and say hi? No, Valeria will just chase them down.
I think we should try talking to them first, though.
Okay.
All right.
Dudes, wait up.
They are definitely startled, and they put their hands on their short swords.
Don't be frightened. We come in peace.
That's what they all say.
You want to try some really weird throw up?
Okay. You're a rough, aren't you? They're suddenly less afraid and more very confused. They're more concerned about your mental well-being than they are with you.
Good.
That's what they all say.
I'm more concerned about their well-being too.
It's not. Look, you know what? You've had a rough. Look. Go right. Why don't you go in front of us? It's fine. Really, it's cool. Go ahead.
Where are you guys going? Maybe we can go together.
That's kind of our. Yeah, you don't want to go where we're going.
Why? Where are you going?
Where are you going?
That's kind of our business, but you don't want to go there.
Does it involve weird throw up? I'll take more.
Again, you might, but
You might. Okay, now I'm interested.
You're a different kind of person, aren't you?
If that's a compliment, then yes.
I mean, I used to think that elves were, really put together. Now I'm thinking maybe not.
I mean, put together is kind of the strong word. I'm about as put together as it gets.
Okay.
I don't remember where we're going. Where are we going?
Someone huffed too many spores.
Said, who am I? Also, where am I?
We left this. We're going to pen something.
Okay, Vaporon is back that way. And he points sort of northwest. Back the way you came. Vaporon is back that way. That's the closest town that would maybe be safe for you. Maybe, they can find you a healer. Did you hit your head? Did you guys all hit your heads?
We just slept last night. We're good. Full healed.
We're going to the Mornlands. You want to come with us?
No, your kind probably shouldn't go there.
Too late. They're already going.
Also, your kind.
So much less of a problem for us.
Really? How come?
That if you don't, if
we really just became the annoying travelers that just happened to pass these guys.
I'm just like, could you just go on, please? Let's walk together.
We can hold hands if you want.
You can tell they're definitely not into that. Definitely not into that.
They're really not into a lot, to be honest.
Yeah. We are heading forward, and we are going to the Mornlands. Is there any, any tips you can give us to help us out on our way there? You seem to know this area, so.
Turn back.
Ooh, that's not really gonna work for me.
Okay, well, thanks, guys. See you later.
These guys are boring.
They
are.
they definitely watch you for a while and wait for you to disappear into the distance before they do anything.
I
So
can't
as you're
say I've
leaving,
seen them.
as you're leaving, you just hear them saying, "Man, what the hell was that? I don't know. They're fucking weird, but God, oh
Opal
well."
will turn around and just be like, "Bye, guys. Thanks for the help." I just
Cool.
walk
Can't
away.
say I blame them. So do we see these guys before they see us?
No, they see you about the same time, and they instruct you to halt.
Where are they?
These are Warforged, clearly Warforged soldiers. And upon seeing you, they kind of form up. And you're instructed to halt and identify yourselves.
Oh, are these the Warforged that follow that Lord guy?
Let's find out. Hey, guys! Hi!
Running
You're
head first.
instructed to halt, and they draw their swords.
Oh, wait here. I just wanted to introduce myself.
You guys want to see some throw up? One of these times, this is gonna work.
You think so, huh?
I'm hoping.
So are you guys like guarding something? Hello?
Identify yourselves.
Huh?
Identify yourself.
I'm Valeria. These are my friends.
Not for much longer, I'm not.
Except for the big orc thing in the back.
Who's just had a really awful time on this entire journey with us.
Who's second guessing her choices in life right now?
Chris is like, what have I done?
Well, I'm Opal.
So we'd like to come across
Charlie.
this bridge and like we're just going to the Mornland.
What is your business in the Mournland?
Just exploring.
That's probably not a great idea for a human.
Mm.
I mean,
Okay, I'm going.
Yeah, maybe come back when you're a Warforged. Because that's, this is not going to turn out well for you. The Mournlands are not kind to humans or any other, flesh-based life form.
I've heard. Should we tell them
Taking
about
some precautions.
Yeah, we've taken some precautions.
Good one, good one. Just,
I understand your concern, but we do not share the same concerns.
Yeah, what she said.
Yeah, smart one in the group. Got all the words.
Anybody that's standing...
Words that are not throw up.
Listen, we all have approaches.
They just might not be the right ones.
Yeah.
Oh, that
anyone standing within 35 feet of the lead Warforged can make a perception check. You're close enough to maybe make out a particular symbol.
You said perception?
Yes. Rahaz, you're a bit too far away to quite make it out.
Okay.
12.
I got
Okay.
23, but it was a 19 for a roll.
7, so I'm going to be about as useful as a umbrella in a hurricane.
Okay. Rebecca, you got what?
I got a 23 total, but a 19 for a roll.
Okay. You recognize a mark. This is, you've heard rumors of a particular group of Warforged living in the Mournlands. This one bears the mark of the Blades.
Ooh.
Lord of the Blades, that's the one I was thinking of. They are the followers of it. We need to be careful, guys. These guys are bad business.
I mean, they seem pretty okay for now.
Their weapons are drawn and they're demanding that you not go into Mournlands. But yeah, they're chill.
No, yeah, I mean, nobody's attacked yet. We're fine. I don't see any missing limbs, do you? Okay,
It's just
I mean,
a flesh wound.
yeah, no. Well, right now it's just a warning, and then the flesh wound. So, I mean, they just said maybe we could convince them.
Let the person with the words chat with them. Will you?
Go ahead, by all means.
Okay. May I approach, please, sir?
You wish to parlay, go ahead, but I'm not sure if there's going to be any point.
My comrade happens to notice that you are a follower of the Lord of Blades. Is that correct?
We're the 7th Brigade of the Blades, yes.
We wish to enter the Mournlands, but our business will not interfere with yours. We have nothing against the Warforged. We do not believe in their unethical treatment. And in fact, we have befriended a couple of Warforged on previous journeys. Do you think that we could pass peacefully?
If you want to go try your luck in the if you want to go die in the Mournlands, that's none of my business. But I was just trying to do you a courtesy of a warning.
And we do appreciate it. We do. We're not exactly enthused about entering the Mournlands, but
I am.
we do it more on necessity of business rather than eagerness to end our lives early.
Well, you could have fooled me by the company you seem to be keeping. They seem to be a little bit...
there are times I wonder about the company I keep too.
Making a run for it!
He just kind of watches you. His head turns and he watches you go. And then he continues talking with Rahaz.
I'm just going to shake my head. Sometimes I question it more than other times.
All right. Well.
I thank you.
I mean, if you want to go on a suicide mission into the Mournlands, go right ahead. Your type don't really last that long. But
no, we did take some precautions. Not quite the precautions that you have at your avail, but precautions nonetheless. And I promise you, if we meet any of your comrades inside the Mournlands, we'll be staying out of their way. Fair enough?
yeah, sure, whatever. Go ahead.
All right. Thank you kindly.
All right.
Finger guns. Thanks, guys. Thanks.
I feel like we missed something here, you guys.
What would that be?
Just ran into
Brains?
had a bunch of random conversations that seem to have given us no boon, and now we're like, see ya.
I mean, we got across the bridge, right? That feels good.
So, you're not long on your trek towards
I warmed him up.
Do we go down?
You're not long on your trek towards the Mournlands when you hear shouts and screaming, followed by panic noises. It's too far away for you to really make out what it is. And you do hear the screaming of humanoid voices.
So we need to run faster, is what you're saying?
That's up
Should
to
we
you.
go down? Is that right?
That's up to you.
The noises are from behind us or from in front of us?
From behind you, from where you came from.
Oh, that's probably fine.
It's those creatures are getting...
Oh, is it the guys in the Warforged?
Those
They're
guys-
going to have a little battle?
You
Those
don't know,
guys were
you
kind
can't-
of mean.
You
Didn't
can't
like
see
them.
from here.
I say we leave them. They don't even like bags of throw up. Bye. See you later. Unless anybody's opposed, I'll take one for the team of not like and going to help people.
I mean, I'm just kind of curious to see what's going on. I have a feeling the people we met previously are having a little clash with the Warforged.
The screaming stops.
I think we started debating for too long. We've missed our window of opportunity.
Well,
Or we could just move on. It's up to you guys.
When one window closes, another one opens, or something.
Sure.
Yep. Them's his words.
So
They're
we're back?
fine. Maybe they're just making best friend bracelets. Could be.
Yeah, they're definitely making best friends. Definitely.
See, I knew it. I just know these things. Just with my mind. Genius.
I looked, I didn't see much. There was just a bunch of Warforged standing around.
Making bracelets in the sand.
Valeria, make a perception check. And a stealth roll.
Okay, my perception check is 7 plus 8. My stealth is 3 plus... I am stealthy. 3 plus 8 is 11.
So what you did manage to notice was that the Warforged weapons were bloody, and there were two lumps in the sand that shouldn't have been there, and some red stains around.
So dead.
Noticed. And that the two shifters that you passed earlier, nowhere to be seen.
Shocking.
Still do we care about that much?
They were pretty rude.
Yeah, I kind of don't care. I'm okay if they're dead.
I feel like it's none of our business, and those Warforged were like not the most welcoming dudes, so I think
I think karma just really came through this time. I'm gonna say it. I know no one else is gonna say it, but I think karma came through.
Yeah.
All right.
And I don't get in the way of that.
Shall we move on?
Just casual walking away from the silent scream.
With that, you proceed further, and the boundary of the Mournlands looms ahead of you.
Oh boy, oh boy.
So are we taking the potions now, or are we waiting till we've been there for like 12 hours?
Yeah, that's what we're supposed to do, is wait till we've been there for like 12 hours.
Okay.
Ish.
So, you see this image looming in the on the horizon. It appears to be roughly about the same distance away. And there is actually a fairly sharp transition.
Do you think they could like talk? Just out of curiosity, just thoughts.
I think we just have to walk into it, right?
Yeah, there's no physical. You're not physically restrained from entering the mist. It's like walking into fog.
Yeah.
The fog, for some reason, is just stopping dead at the border.
I think we should like all hold hands and walk into the mist.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Oh boy.
Rahaz,
So we don't lose
Your
each
hands.
other in the mist.
buddy system.
Sure.
Yeah,
I feel like
You don't
I'm
like
the
the-
tiniest. I should be in the middle.
that's you know what, that's fair. That's fair. little hands.
I'm keeping my mace in my one hand.
I am openly ready to inhale what is before me.
That's always
Just like the cave. Just like the cave. No bad thoughts, only welcoming.
Do it.
Reassuring. So reassuring.
I feel good.
What are we doing on the bone plains? We were supposed to go around it at the north.
This is the Mournland. You did
That
go
looks like
on-
bones. That looks like a plain of bones.
We're talking about the Field of Ruins. We're not at the Field of Ruins.
right.
We're
You are
north
not
of
Field of Ruins.
I think
It
this
says
is just
at the
like,
top, Bowen Plains.
nah, it's just like dead grass, you know? It's fine.
No, that is bones. That is like
Well,
Yep,
some of
that's
them
bones.
probably bones, you know? I mean, try not to think about it.
look, I'm zooming in. That is totally bones. See, rib cages and
Well, I mean, you know, you can't see it. It's foggy. It's fine.
I thought it took 12 hours to kill you. What were they all just standing here at the edge for 12 hours?
The warning had no
Literally.
effect on existing undead, and a large number of new undead came into being when the cataclysm occurred. Various spirits, such as ghosts and specters, linger near the places where they died, and the corpses that litter an abandoned battlefield might rise up to continue fighting whenever a living creature comes near. Some of these
Bullshit.
entities, yeah. And then somewhere in here it talks about how literally in some places people are just lying where they, yeah, so like on the Field of Ruins. So in some places, armies that were fighting on the day of mourning became stone statues anchored in position. Others were crystallized or reduced to ash. On the Field of Ruins, the fallen soldiers are preserved just as they fell with no sign of rot or decay. Thousands upon thousands of corpses lay scattered across the field, face down in the dirt or staring lifelessly at the gray sky.
Yep.
Not a pleasant place to be.
So this is not the Field of Ruins,
No.
because clearly there are bones and decay does occur in this particular region. So the Mournlands and the mist that encompasses it is chaotic and random, but there's pockets of like consistency. The Field of Ruins is one such place, as is the Bone Plains. The Bone Plains surround the Glass Plateau. So in order to get to the Glass Plateau, you need to cross over the Bone Plains, but you can avoid the Field of Ruin.
I don't like this.
Well,
I feel good.
this is our path. So,
All
We
right,
never,
well,
like-
let's walk through the bones.
Yeah.
I mean,
Are we holding hands still?
Well, I hope so. You wouldn't want to lose your buddy.
yeah. So,
Mother has.
however,
Just leaving us.
However, at this point, I think we're going to call it, only because I don't have a whole lot more prepared, and I'd rather be able to come back at this with, now that I have an idea of what the party's plan is.
Yep.
I can prepare a better set of adventures for you in the future, rather than just
I like
winging it. Because I tried to wing it last time and it went south. So if it's all right with you guys, I think we'll call it here for this game.
yeah, we've been streaming for 3 hours.
It's a good amount of time.
Yeah.
How's everyone feeling?
Yeah. How are we out? Like, are we actually enjoying the game so far, or is
Yeah.
it going a little bit sideways like last time?
No, that was good.
I feel really good.
You two girls are such a hoot.
We just drag you through the game.
I know, literally, at this point, that's where it's going.
I'm just like so reluctant to say and do stupid stuff, and you guys are just so open to just saying the first thing that comes to your heads.
I'm just hoping one of these times it'll really work out for me. So far, it hasn't been too bad on that aspect, you know what? I cannot complain. Well, except I'm sad about the owlbear, but At least his remains are going to be used for the greater-ish good. You know,
He's mushroom.
fun guy and
mushroom
stuff.
food.
That's fine. Circle of life and all that.
I'm eager to see what happens with the mushrooms.
They were kind of fun. I like the mushroom people.
They were trippy,
Oh, yeah.
They were.
Yeah.
literally.
We should have offered the Warforged to trade on an owl bear feather.
I don't know if they would have taken me up on it, because I
Or
think they kind of...
the other guys, the guys we saw first.
They definitely wouldn't have taken it.
I don't
They were already done with my bullshit once I started talking about vomit in a bag. They were done.
Can you really blame them?
I mean, I guess not, but Opal is just really upset that she couldn't make friends in that circumstance.
She's just here to make friends. That's it.
Yeah.
Truly.
Well, the random chaos that you have in your party, Isca, is DM's favorite thing.
Oh, wait, let me mic.
Certainly makes for entertainment, that's for darn sure.
Mm-hmm.
Things are going to get interesting regardless. On that
Yeah.
sake. And I still haven't gotten to use my thing yet. I'm like trying to work it in, but every time I'm like, it's just not I don't think my character would use it yet.
What thing?
Oh, just my thing. Thing we've been hinting at like the entire time, but haven't used yet.
Oh, the chaotic magic thing.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Yeah. She has a first level spell given to her by an aberrant dragon mark. That's going to be fun to use.
I was gonna use it for like the bridge part, but then it just didn't really. It wouldn't have worked out in my favor to like what my character would have wanted to do. So I decided I'll just wait.
Well, anyway, good game, guys.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll have to figure out when we can do this next time. I'm typically off Saturdays now, but I don't get my work schedule until like Friday.
Yeah.
The Friday before, not yesterday. Well, actually, yeah, I did get it yesterday, but I knew I'd be working. I would be off today, last week. So this time, I know I'm off next weekend, next Saturday, but I don't know what works for you guys or not.
I'm off all Saturdays now.
Cool.
For the most part, I am. Like, unless, I mean, I'll let you know if something comes up. Just if you give me a day, I'll be able to tell you if I'm.
Okay.
90% of the time, I'm free.
Ted, does next Saturday work? Round 3? Well, 3
Yep.
months.
Yeah, for the 27th.
Yes.
Yep.
I think it's 27.
Yep,
Okay.
I'm good with that.
Okay, well, let's shoot
Should
for the
be fine.
27th. And if something comes up, let's see. Let me double check. Yeah, it is the 27th. Okay, well, if something comes up, I'll let you guys know, but we'll plan for the 27th. That work? Same bat time, same bat channel?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Alrighty. And I'm going to stop the recording now. Guys, thanks for watching. Those of you, if anybody stuck around to the end, holy crap, thank you. And we'll see y'all next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Boy.